Hello everybody, welcome to Touhou World Cup 2022, match number 5, Hidden Star in 4 Seasons, Lunatic no bomb, Pepe door, oh, so many doors. Alright, I hope you're all having a good Sunday, and I hope we can make it even better in, how long? Let's see, oh, lead! 13 minutes, 37 seconds, beautiful. Okay, I have at least one commentator with me, so, hello Funan.
Morning, or afternoon, or evening, wherever you are.
Wherever you may be. What a beautiful timing on that countdown. Okay, Gastari may or may not show up, we'll find out. He should be there soon, but, he can just jump in immediately once he's ready. If he's ready. He's also doing another event thingy, so he's quite busy at the moment. But yeah, today we have Hidden Star in 4 Seasons. In my opinion, pretty notorious survival game. Has a lot of tricky patterns at the end. And I'm very curious how our players will go through that. He better doesn't show up to prevent jinxing. Well, I mean, maybe his jinxing is just a concentration of all the bad RNG, so it doesn't even matter whether he shows up or not for the players.
Yeah, does he even have to be here to jinx us?
Yeah, that's a good question. But yeah, we're once again well on time with the pre-match commentary, and that is for a reason, because we want to go over the shot types in this game, but there are a lot of different ways that you can approach survival in this game. But first, I guess I should quickly go over the players that we have this time. On Team Rose we have Belita, on Team Mind we have Kayo, and on Team Heart we have S&T. So, Belita is... well, all three are very experienced Touhou players in general. Belita, I think, is relatively the newest. I think he started playing because of Touhou World Cup 2020. And he liked that so much that he actually practiced really hard in Hidden Star in 4 Seasons and also played last year. And well, this year he's on Hidden Star in 4 Seasons again. So he has a lot of practice under his belt for this game. And he even told me that he's going to play what's considered to be the most difficult shot type that you can perform in this game. So I'm very excited to see him play. Then there's also Kayo. Kayo played Mountain of Faith in the previous two Touhou World Cups. And he is incredible at Mountain of Faith. He can play every shot type in that game incredibly well. But I'm curious what he will do in Hidden Star in 4 Seasons, because whenever I've seen him play, it was usually Mountain of Faith. I have no idea what he can pull off. But I hope he can surprise me as well. And then S&T is also... S&T is sort of like Kayo, but for Hidden Star 4 Seasons. He has a Lunatic, no deaths, no bombs, no season release run, with every character combined with every season in this game. So, he is incredible. We have 3 super high skill players for this match, and you know, that's good for them as well, because this game... the end of this game is very, very difficult. And, well, you can make it as difficult as you want, really. But even on the easier shot types, it's fairly tricky. So, I'm excited to have 3 players that are all this good at the game here.
Should be a fun display of skill from everybody, I think.
Yeah. I wonder if... well, I was wondering, is this LNN potential? I think all of the players are probably going to take very difficult shots, so if an LNN happens, it's going to be incredible. But I don't see the chance of it happening to be very high, unless they're going to play safe with good shot types.
I mean, even as some of the better shot types, you know, there could still be some difficult patterns to deal with throughout.
Yeah,
absolutely. If one of them gets in their way, that can really affect their I score, or TWC score, I should say.
Yeah, absolutely. Even the best shots, they still have to deal with stage 5s behind Festival. They still have to deal with Okina's winter card, the snowman. And there are a bunch of other patterns like that, especially in the end of the game, that are very random, very tricky.
Yeah, throughout the game, we'll definitely see like players' knowledge of all the routes and stuff, and other strategies.
We still have a lot of time, I see, but that's good, because then we can very calmly go over all the shot types in this game, and I'll show them right now. This is the full rubric for survival. It's big. It's almost like you're reading like an amino acid table. But I can simplify it a little bit. Essentially, for every miss, your points will get halved. And the maximum amount of points you can get with the shot types is like this. This is a bit easier to read. So there are 16 different shots that you can take. And to make it a little bit easier to follow, basically 2 characters are good and 2 characters are bad. And on top of that, 2 seasons are good and 2 seasons are bad. The good characters in this game are Reimu and Marissa. Reimu has a homing shot, which is pretty good at stages, and also
pretty important in this game too to have homing or spread.
Yeah, homing and spread are helpful in the stage portions of this game for sure. If you don't have that, it's a lot of a larger struggle. What did I want to say about that? Yeah, Marissa does not have any homing. She's actually not that great at stages, but her boss damage is very good. She has the highest DPS if you just go by character. So those are the 2 good shots in this game. And then Cherno and Aya are a lot worse. But if you use a good season, they're not unusable. They just deal less damage. And they struggle more on the stages.
Well, Cherno not as much because she has the spread shot.
Yeah,
that does give her the edge over Aya.
Yeah, Cherno does have... Cherno's spread shot is actually still pretty strong on stages, but her boss performance is very bad.
Yeah, they definitely want to rely on a good sub-season to deal damage on bosses.
Yeah. Yeah, and then if we go over the seasons, the 2 seasons that are good are Autumn and Winter. They are very helpful sub-seasons to get through the game. And on top of that, Okina's final card with both Autumn and Winter is relatively easy. They're not easy
Significantly
cards.
easier.
Yeah, they're not easy cards on their own. They're still difficult final cards, but they're a lot more manageable. And Autumn, you can even route somewhat. Winter, you can technically route as well, but Winter does have those big shiny balls. Yeah. On the final cards.
You could definitely get used to playing in that kind of environment, though, on the Winter card.
Yeah, it's a lot more consistent if you use those shot types. That's for sure.
Yeah, and even though Fall and Winter cards may not be like super easy, when you compare them to Spring and Summer finals, which are 2 of the hardest cards in the entire series, that really widens the gap between them.
Yeah, the Spring and Summer shot types, not only are they not that helpful during the game itself, like to add damage to your own shots, they don't help that much with that. But yeah, their final cards are really, really difficult. Possibly both of them are like the hardest patterns that you can find in Touhou Lunatic Survival. Which is...
Them and Pristine Damaku Hell from LOL-K are like the big 3 everybody talks about.
Yeah, but even Pristine Damaku Hell is more consistent. At least, well, I have a lot more practice in Touhou 15 than I do in Touhou 16. But, I can get consistency in Pristine Damaku Hell because you don't really get walled in that. But on the Spring and Summer finals, I sometimes see some ridiculous walls from Okina.
Yeah, definitely different styles of cards too in terms of what they ask of you to do.
I don't want to block Belita's name. It's gonna make it a bit smaller.
Yeah.
That should still be readable. Alright. What did I want to say about that still? Yeah, in case you're new to Touhou World Cup, it might be good to explain that players win by getting the highest Touhou World Cup score. And you can get Touhou World Cup score by not dying, basically. If you perform a perfect run, then you get the max amount of Touhou World Cup score that character gets, which you can find in the table on the screen right now. And the worse your shot type, the higher that score is going to be. So Aya Summer and Aya Spring are the worst shot types in the game. for reasons that we just discussed. Like, you both have really bad damage, and you have a really, really difficult card at the end of the game. Cherno is also not good. Cherno Spring, Cherno Summer. And some of the better shots are Reimu Autumn, Reimu Winter, Marissa Autumn, Marissa Winter. If you play those, you will get less Touhou World Cup score if you play perfectly, but it's also less likely that you will die. So I'm curious how the players will mix and match this.
Because of the large score differences between the spring and summer and the fall and winter subs, you can actually afford 1 or even 2 deaths potentially playing as some of those other sub-seasons, compared to even just getting a perfect run with one of the fall or winter shots as Rainbow Marissa, for instance.
Alright. I'm gonna switch over to the mainstream, see if something's happening there already. Yeah, we're still waiting. Alright. But that's fine. Okay, Gastari's gonna come in. But yeah, he's multitasking quite a bit. He's at a festival, so... But we have time. So
about
unlike...
3 minutes left.
Unlike, I guess we can go a little bit over the game itself, over the patterns mostly, while we wait for the players to show up. So, Hidden Star Four Seasons has a notorious difficulty ramp up. I think I'm right in saying that. Basically, stages 1, 2, and 3 are pretty calm. They're pretty okay.
Yeah, nothing too bad, really.
Yeah.
And then once you get towards the end of stage 4 and Narumi, that's when things really spike up and stay that way.
Yeah, and then stage 5 and stage 6 are really, really difficult. Especially the final boss in this game has so many random patterns. Like almost basically every spell card is a threat, even with the good shots. Every spell card could kill.
Yeah, okay, that's pretty intense.
Yeah, and then of course the very final cards. The very final cards. Well, if you play Spring or Summer, then the final card is incredibly hard, and you can maybe even die twice to it, even on a good run.
As we've been mentioning, though, you definitely want to sleep on the Fall and Winter cards regardless. Like, you don't want to lose your concentration, especially after going through the rest of Okino's fight beforehand.
Alright. I think we're gonna start very soon, going by the timer.
About a minute left.
Hello, Gastari, I think. Oh, it's Mino. Hello, Mino. Bye, Mino.
Crashing chat.
Well, if he wants to commentate, that's okay too, but like, we only have room for 3 people. Okay. Apparently there's a little bit... People are still getting their tech ready a little bit, so... We'll transition when everybody's ready. But I hope they're ready soon, because 30 seconds left before the timer begins.
Right.
But yeah. I like to...
I guess on their streams, though, we'll probably see, like, you know, their timers a little bit farther behind compared to ours.
Yeah. Oh, just in time. There we go.
I see. Looks like S&T's the one that doesn't have their stream up yet. Or maybe not? They have something
I
underneath
see
that.
players. I think... I hear music as well.
More Marasa memes going on?
Oh my god. What is S&T doing?
Alright, so everybody's timer started and we are underway, it looks like.
Yeah, I see an Aya Autumn from Belita, which is as expected. At least that's what he told me.
Yeah. Playing a little bit safe with the subseason shot, but you do get more points with Aya than anybody else.
Yeah, Aya still... Aya Autumn, I think, got 16. So... Oh, Whoops.
Maybe not playing it as safe as I thought with those motions.
Yeah. If he doesn't die at all with Aya Autumn, he gets 16 points, which is very middle of the road. In, like, if you consider all of the shots, a little bit on the better side, of course, because she's still using Autumn. He's doing some
Meanwhile,
aggressive.
Kayo's doing Chirno Fall on the bottom of the screen.
Oh yeah, Chirno Fall. Yeah, that's very comparable.
Not as many points as Aya Fall, but you do have a little bit easier time on stages, and you do get the Fall subseason to help you out. Ah yes, this safe spot.
Yeah.
Everybody likes doing this to gain season power at the start in particular.
Yeah, if you, yeah, on stage 1 people will usually try a little bit to collect 6 season, or, 6 season energies as fast as they can.
You should be able to get to next before Eternity, the boss Eternity, anyway.
Yeah.
So it's not too big of a deal, but...
No, usually
not,
they have it after the mid-boss. But yeah, stage 1 overall is pretty easy. Not much can go wrong on it. Eternity itself has a bit of RNG to her. She's a bit of a chaotic stage 1 boss, so maybe they will die to her every once in a while.
Her first card can actually be a little bit trickier than you expect.
Yeah,
because of how fast-paced it is.
Yeah, the tricky thing, especially with Eternity's first card, is she really forces you to sit below her and do almost nothing else. Similar to Clown Piece, like, you can only kind of sit below her, so if you get
she also moves
random,
around a lot too, so that kind of complicates that.
And you have a lot of random bullets on top of it, so you have this Minorico effect, where sometimes she just throws a million random bullets down the middle, but then you can't go anywhere else, because you have to sit in the middle to dodge all the other bullets. Yeah. And then you might die.
The biggest thing is being able to judge like when to move into one of the side lanes. Probably not too far to the side, like if you just at the off center, but even then it still gets kind of tricky.
Yeah.
You guys gotta read all the blue bullets ahead of time.
You can already see it on the first non-spell as well.
That's like a like a tamer version of the first card.
You can tell that they really have to sit under her.
Make some tight dodges there, for instance.
Oh yeah, they're both playing like slightly above average shots, which is interesting to see. Because usually when I see Touhou 16, it's either, a really good shot or a really bad shot. So I'm curious what this plays like.
But players may be trying to get like a decent run on the board too to improve their chances later.
Yeah, this is what I expect from Belita at least. Belita, I think, will switch over to a really hard shot type later on in the tournament or in the match.
Once they get something on the board.
Okay, they're both in stage 2. Nice.
Yeah, this is actually something you'll see a few times throughout the game. There are some patterns on stages where you can just sit at the top, just because they're not really designed to shoot up there. You can see Belita in particular staying up top.
Yeah, these are
other fairies
very
prominent too.
There are apparently a lot of strategies in this game where you can stay really high. I didn't even know about stage 2 having those, but stage 3 has a bunch, stage 4 has a bunch.
Yeah, you'll see it at the start in particular. There's like a little more outside-the-box strategies throughout this game.
Yeah, this match will be no release. Hello, Gastari.
Hello.
Welcome.
Alright, so it would appear we're having some... Oh my god, we're having Aya! Oh god, things are starting off already. Oh wow.
Oh, now there's still...
Aya Fall though, so it's like a little bit of a balance between good and bad, I suppose.
Yeah.
Almost like S&T's finally getting back into things here.
And I see Marissa Summer.
Yeah, Murray Summer. I mean, Murray Summer is a pretty good shot, honestly. So, like, playing, I guess, a bit of a safety.
Well, it's...
No, that's understandable again.
This... I mean, it gets more Touhou World Cup score than Aya Autumn and Chirno Autumn. Because dealing with the summer final and having way less, like, sub-season benefits is kind of a problem.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
All the spring and summer shots get more points than all the fall and winter shots.
Yeah.
It's that much of a difference. So Belita just opted to timeout.
They're both gonna do the timeout, but
mid-on rather. And same with Kayo, actually. You don't really get anything out
I like
of this,
that they're mirroring.
Yeah, you don't really get anything out of capturing this mid-non, so might as well just do the long
You may as well,
corner
like,
to
safer
corner.
to time it out anyway,
Yeah.
do this, so, like, may as well.
The only benefit in survival is getting a bomb out of it.
Yeah,
if
the
you actually capture
benefit
but
in
that's
this
not really
match,
needed here.
the benefit in this match would be that you save 1 second, maybe, if you're really fast.
Oh my god, yep. Oh, they're in sync, people in chat are
Yeah,
right, they are in sync.
they are.
Oh wow.
Exactly in sync, yeah.
That is amazing, actually. I love when they do this.
They will probably
Not
stay
in
that
sync
way
anymore,
too.
but close, you know what? Close enough.
They will probably remain in sync for the most part. They're pretty similar in
Well.
damage, I thought.
Yeah, for sure. That is indeed an epic sync, yeah, I love it.
Nemino's first card here actually can also be trickier than you think. It's very easy to tunnel vision on some of the bullets around you and just lose sight of the ones coming straight down and they can snipe you.
Yeah, there are a lot
Oh,
of
definitely. Like
bullets on that.
Nemono's first spell is absolutely something that can and will kill you.
Yeah, it takes very good spatial awareness, paying attention to stuff above you at the same time.
Yeah, when playing the game myself, I found it was way scarier than it should be. It's
Especially for
just-
something so early game.
Absolutely, I think that thing is a bit too difficult for early game, or at least a bit too scary for early game standards, honestly.
I wouldn't
definitely,
necessarily
like,
call it too scary, but, you know,
It's scary enough.
keeps you on your toes.
Absolutely. That's pretty much a sleep checker. And you can see on the final they are doing the upstride, which honestly depends on the player. I mean, perfect example, we can see Kayo just kind of like doing a mix, started at the bottom and now moving up, whereas Belita just started right up the top all the entire spell. Like,
Yeah, you can
I've
learn your
seen
way
mixed
through this.
feelings on that spell. Some people prefer to do it at the bottom, some people prefer to aggressively doing it at the very
You
high
can
up,
learn
some
a
people do
path
it at the
through it.
middle. It just depends on what you're comfortable with, honestly, on that spell, really.
Yeah, at that point it just comes down to personal preference.
No, Kayo, you're ruining the sync.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I just noticed the British timer.
Yeah, I know, right? He has a British timer.
Oh yeah, I see
It's
that
not,
now.
it's not raining on the timer.
It almost
British,
blended in with the
Yeah.
background, actually.
It does, actually, surprisingly. You're right. Oh, wow. Amazing.
Stage
Guess
3
it's
with...
fixing their timer, it looks like, but
Yeah...
I mean, it's fine, the timer's on screen. Oh, yeah, you gotta move the anime goes around. It's very important.
you
Placing
want
the
to
timer is
block
one
your good
thing.
luck charm, I suppose.
Exactly. Having a timer is one thing. Having anime girls is a totally different thing. That's just as important.
Stage 3 for both of these shots, pretty straightforward still though. Like, it will get rough around stage 4, stage 5.
Lily
but
spin.
Yeah.
We are gonna see Lily.
we're gonna see
indeed. It's
Lily
time for the
spin.
Lily
They
spin.
might even spin
Indeed.
Lily on top of it, so get your Lily spins ready.
Yeah, you guys. But if I can,
Can I do
just
that
like
in this game?
yesterday,
I've never
if I
actually
can
seen
still
that.
read chat, you guys aren't doing fast enough. Just spam Lily spin.
Nice safe spots from Belita there.
Yeah.
You can also spin the non, but he's not doing that.
Yeah, in both cases, though, you can learn your way
No.
through them. And
Yeah,
the card is even
it's-
easier
it's a
than the
very
non-spell.
easy
You
card.
don't have to slip through the lanes as much on the spell itself.
Yeah.
And depending on your shot, you can even kill it before you have to do any tight dodges.
Yeah, this is a really
Yep.
simple pattern no matter how you approach it. The spins are probably harder.
See
But
players
I
show
still want
off
to
with
see
that
it.
later on the runs.
Yeah. Okay, they're not spinning, but oh well.
You know what? That was close enough to a spin. It's like a half Lily spin. All right, and time for On. Have we mentioned already that On can get a bit memey sometimes?
Not really,
Possibly.
I suppose.
I mean, she
Yeah.
can get a bit memey sometimes. It is sometimes
She's
she
another
can
one of
move
those bosses
really
where
low, and then she
If-
can.
yeah,
get,
if
it's gonna
she-
become very annoying if she moves low.
If she moves
potentially,
low,
but if
she
you know what you're
becomes
doing, you
pretty
can mitigate
unpredictable. But with enough practice, it does become straightforward, even if that happens, yeah.
Absolutely, I presume the players at their levels know what they're doing if she moves low, but this is still something that can kind of catch you off guard if you're not
Yeah.
that paying attention to it. So
This first spell in particular actually is something that, based on the differences in the base shot, can become easier or harder because the spell gets a lot denser over time. You
Yeah.
just gotta make
Yeah,
sure
as
you
you can
keep
see
damage it
there.
fast enough. Okay, so second non here. The biggest thing is to actually follow the lanes until you get towards the ends and then either go around them or just do like the very ends of them, that drastically reduces the amount of bullets you have to concentrate on.
Like Belita's doing right here. Goes like right,
exactly. They're doing
right.
It's otherwise the hardest attack actually if you don't do that.
Yeah.
The most dangerous weapon of a boss moving down. I mean, we guys joke about it, but that is a genuine thing in Touhou. 90% of the time, if a boss moves down, it becomes harder. That's just how it is.
Yeah, even curl up and die potentially can meme you if she goes way too far down.
Yeah. That's just a thing with Touhou. If the boss moves down, generally you're gonna cry. Generally.
But yeah, like I said
But
before,
the non-spells can get super confusing until you actually get the hang of them. They're just very fast-paced, and you need to really just focus on following your quote-unquote routes, or your strat on them.
yeah.
But you can see Oni's moving very low on Kayo's stream. Ooh,
Oh, wow.
On, please go back
You're
up.
staying on top of it though.
Yeah, they nailed it. My God,
Beautiful.
like you see what I mean when I said that. It can get mean.
Okay, well,
Alright, and that is a
Belita into
third
stage
game
4.
element. Let's go. Oh,
Yeah, so here's another one of those areas where you can just stay at the top, because all these other
Stream.
bullets are fired down and you just have to dodge the aim bullets up here.
yeah. Though the main thing you want to be aware of here are the fairies spawning, because they can actually, like the two fairies spawning in the middle there, like the two red fairies spawning in the middle. You can see them, they kind of accelerated there because they don't want to have the fairies in the way. Same happens for the remaining fairies on this section.
Yeah, eventually you want to
Depending on how
circle
you
back
do it,
down as the
Yeah,
the
exactly.
fairies on the rightmost side of the screen fire their bullets, then you can move back down and to the center.
Yeah. And meanwhile, Kayo is about to just cruise through the final spell and just cap it. And enter
Yeah,
stage
the
4.
trick with this one is that you have to kill the clone first, otherwise she'll fire a really, really dense pattern at you.
And then you will die, probably.
Yeah, that's like mandatory for the first wave. Depending on your shot, you could actually just focus on Aoun for the second wave onward and just end the spell outright. So that makes things easier there.
Yeah.
I have
So we're gonna see the mid-boss soon. I'm curious to see if the players are gonna do the vertical thread in the mid-boss or not. I mean, I would assume so. That's the easiest way to do it at mid-boss, but you never know.
you can
reliable
learn
enough
it in
that
many
I wouldn't be
ways.
surprised.
I am expecting the vertical strats, but maybe
I
they'll
love this
spin
little
it.
craze there.
Have you seen the strategy where you spin up to her like really, really close?
Wait, excuse
I
me?
don't think I have actually.
That one's badass, but it's probably a lot harder than
Okay,
just
vertical
vertical.
strat for Belita, which is fair. Like, why would you not do that? That's a different version.
Because the
of
Mentos are aimed around you.
This is
You can
Yeah.
you
like
can
simple.
move horizontally, but you just have to make relatively big motions to do it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You're
Yep.
in the safe spot in the post mid boss section too. You just sit at the
Imagine
bottom
dodging in
middle
a
and
shmup.
everything goes around you.
Again, imagine dodging in a shmup. I know, right?
He was
Kinda wild.
dodging.
They were
Alright.
no, in the safe spot for mid-boss. Alright, this section, not much on this section, just gotta focus
No,
on killing the fairies.
section
The
after-
right fairies, you don't get a wall, and that's about it.
Section after is sometimes. I know with Aya Summer that the section after is tricky. So
Oh,
I
the stage 4
wonder.
spam?
Yeah.
Depending on your shot, yeah.
I
this
asked
is when the
for
game
your
officially
shot.
gets its difficulty spike right here.
Yeah, right here the game
Yeah,
starts getting
that-
hard.
I know at least if you use Rainbow Spring, that's one of the hardest parts of the game.
Yeah. As Aya Spring, it's not much better. Probably maybe even worse.
I have full, yeah.
Belita opting to just go back and forth 3
Woo!
times
I'm
instead
there,
of
though.
streaming down
Yep.
to start,
Oh,
like, on
this
one
does not
side.
look nice for Aya Fall either. Look at that.
Yep, they're killing it though. Right, final wave, go back. And there you go, just
Yeah.
like that. Easy cap.
Good
And
cap.
Kayo doing the vertical strike mid boss as well. Because what would you not? Again, it's so
It's a
easy.
different kind of vertical stride actually. They're moving from the side into the middle and then dodging straight up.
Yeah, you have different ways to do it, but the thing is always the same. And then Kayo on the mid boss, on the safe spot, I mean. And Belita just casually safe spotting Narumi, because you may as well at this point.
I said this last year as well with Belita, but Belita has a funny strategy to find the safe spot for the upcoming spell cards, where it goes to the side.
Oh, given the UI.
hmm
Oh, we'll see. Maybe.
Maybe if he still
Are they
uses
just still
it.
looking for Grace? Oh no, wait, I'm at one. What am I on about? They're waiting for the. Oh.
That's why they're timing
There
it
we
down so
go.
they can line themselves
And then,
up.
yeah, because this is a tight safe spot.
Oh, that safe spot is very tight. It's
Yeah.
tighter than you think.
It's really
Yeah, because you don't want to run into Narumi herself, like her body, but then the amulets actually don't spawn too far up above her head
Kayo is
either.
just cruising through spam section so far. Yeah.
The main thing though for this spam section is you get towards the right side of the screen, right as the red fairy shots come down.
IS damage, by the way. It's not very... He's just holding C, but it still took 26 seconds. Of course,
Alright,
the closing
easy
hits.
final spam for Kayo onto Narumi as well.
Yeah, even for like the second or third nods on Narumi, you have to know what you're doing too to find the breaks in these amulet formations.
Oh, if Narumi, you know what? Another example. If Narumi moves low, it becomes annoying.
You can prevent
Sounds like
that
a theme,
though.
doesn't it?
You can also move up and prevent that, but
Yeah.
here that wasn't done.
Still
Exactly.
annoying. It's still more annoying when you move down. That's
Right.
His
Bullet.
card.
You gotta do extra steps when you move down.
Aggressively circling around so the bullet actually doesn't stay alone on the screen when the purple bullets are fired.
Yep.
Yeah, that gets kind
And
of close as Aya when you're trying to end
Nice.
it.
Yeah,
before
oh
it, like,
yeah,
really
the ending
starts
is close. Yeah. Chat, it's just I hate that spell. I hate this spell. Yes, me
Head
too.
bullet.
I mean, honestly, I hate that spell too.
Or
What
wants
about
head
it, buddy?
bullets apparently.
Oh, and Kayo not doing the same spot on the
Very hard
first
to
spell.
take.
Uh oh, Kaio's going for the actual like dodging.
Yeah.
It's gonna pay off though, I'm pretty sure. Whew, that's
Yeah,
scary
it's really,
though.
really like constant reading and adjusting.
card
though.
is
You can't let up
pretty
for a split second.
tricky.
I really don't like the first card, I gotta be honest with you.
It's like Full Moon Howling if Full Moon Howling was fair from double dealing character.
Well, that was
Yeah,
a
that's actually
capitalist
a good
at
way
that
of putting
time.
it.
And Narumi down. And they didn't get Narumi kicked. That's good.
Good capture. Wow. L then into stage 5.
Yep, LN into stage 5. What if
Yeah,
we
but-
get an LN? You know, I believe in the LN at this point.
Yeah, this is
Well, I
also
mean,
where
we still
things
have-
stay hard for a shot like Aya because you really suffer from not having a homing or spread shot on some of the stage portions
Yes,
here. You can see
yeah.
even at the
Oh,
start
that's
they just
gonna be fun,
just
like,
went
especially
past
the
it
final
because-
chapter, like,
This is
especially
where
the final section
Aya.
of stage 5.
This is where Aya starts suffering on this stage. Like everything,
remember
but
the strats?
especially the final part.
There's a few
I
parts in the
remember
late
the
game where
strats.
Aya or Marissa may just not want to shoot anything because the suicide bullets make things a lot harder than they're worth.
Yeah, as Murray said, the final like section is so stupid. You gotta do the weirdest things to survive.
Oh man, Kayo
Lots of circling
on Dead
around.
Bullet. It's taking a while.
Yeah.
It's fine. They're
Even
still
with
alive. They
Chino,
There we
haven't
go.
died.
29
After this
seconds.
spread shot doesn't get
Wow.
from that far down, and you have to keep circling above Narumi too. Not really getting as much DPS as you'd like.
29 seconds on Pet Bullet is a lot though. I think that was 3 spins.
And there is a safe button. And there is a safe button that lives this laser section. By the way,
Yeah,
I mean, you
either
have
corner
multiple,
works.
not just one. You have multiples.
But yeah, like we said before, first 4 stages or first 3.5 stages are pretty easy. Now stuff gets really hard in this game. Oh wow,
Yeah, the
what a
game
what a
kinda
weird
starts at
misdirect
stage
by
5,
the
I'm gonna
way.
be honest.
I didn't expect that. Did you see that misdirect on Belita's screen? They
I
actually had
missed
to
it,
dodge. They were actually dodging the red bullets for a while. I didn't expect they had to do that.
Been misdirected late enough, I suppose.
And the mid boss just moved down and it dies, timing it down so you don't get the section afterwards. And onto the fairies.
Speaking of timing down, Kaio's doing that for Narumi's final, not having to worry about dodging too much in either of the top corners.
Oh yeah, oh, I've never seen that.
Yeah.
Either of
So
I.
I'm
but
kind of
actually
curious
that's
because
pretty cool, too.
the funny section we talked about, like the final section of stage 5,
Here
is
comes-
coming.
Ooh,
No!
there's one death.
Ooh,
Yikes! That
You
was a
can't
very
necessarily
scary-
sleep on these big fairies either.
we're gonna screen share by the
Yeah.
way, because
Okay,
I'm
these.
we're gonna screen share because I'm more behind than you two.
Oh, alright. Okay, so let's see how Aya does on this, because I know Marissa suffers greatly on this. And Aya, yeah, you have to do some weird strats at times, yeah. Though it seems to be working. I mean, it's not as bad as... Oh, but never mind. It's just as bad as I think it is.
Yeah. Again, the suicide
Yeah.
bullets are just not worth
Yikes.
dealing with.
Okay, good.
Yup. Mr. Minions? Alright,
Okay,
let's watch that
dancer
instead.
time.
I mean,
Another
Dancer,
place that
I'm
could be
expecting them to
potentially
get memed. If they die on the Dancers, if I had to take a gamble, I would say probably Final Non. Sorry, Final, Second Non, or Behind Festival, or Tango Friendly.
Yeah, those 3 patterns are really difficult on Lunatic.
Oh, they are the big roadblocks when you do that game on Lunatic. On stage 5 for sure. And we'll find out. First spell, I don't think it'll get done. First spell, that one is honestly pretty consistent from my experience.
Yeah. You can choose either dancer for this first spell, and it's pretty good.
Yeah, second non is routable.
Yeah, it's more of a knowledge check too, because you have to know how to stream it.
Though I find it's crazy to accidentally get hit on. Like that thing is And then you have the hardest stage 5 spell of all time. Oh no, whatever shall we do?
As Churno,
Oh no, whatever shall we do?
I was playing this spell card as Churno actually, and because her no focus is so slow, you actually gotta put a little more effort in the restream. Like, Churno's no focus, I thought she is so slow with that. Like,
also, yeah, Kayo's in the places. I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Pretty sure.
They're only at the stage 5 mid boss right here.
Yeah, though.
They're staying safe by staying high up.
Alright, so hold on. Festival, so I don't know if we talked about that spell before, but that spell is a pain. That spell is the hardest thing in stage 5.
Come on,
hardest mandatory spell in the game, perhaps, behind Festival.
Oh, absolutely. Like, imagine random stars that make no sense, with random arrowheads falling from the top, and then aimed amulets, and then you go to stream that. And I'd say the hardest thing in the spell is obviously the RNG movement. Oh, beautiful capture!
Nice capture, yeah.
Yes.
Amazing capture. You have no idea how. I mean, if you play that game once, you know how bad this spell can get.
Staying underneath
most
Mai
of
for a
the
long time in that spell is yeah. Staying underneath Mai for a long time in that spell is gonna be.
It's gonna be on Tango Frenzy. I fucking told you. That just.
Why are we doing that on the right? Or is that how you do it? I forgot.
You know what?
If you stay in the bottom left corner, depending on Mai's movement, you can actually get a lot more room because the green lasers don't get there very quickly.
That is so sad, though.
Yeah.
As anyone other than Reimu, though, that can be tricky because you may not be able to even hit Satono in the first place.
That's
it's great when, like... Playing as Reimu, that spell is great because the homing can sometimes just split up and start attacking the one you don't want to attack. Or when they overlap and one shields the other, that's also a good moment. Like teamwork. Great. So, Belita 2 miss.
Still has
stage
to
6.
do. Yeah, that's a bit scary though.
And still has to do the spam section, and IS DPS isn't the greatest, so this section may be a bit annoying.
This is okay. It's only Reimu that
Actually, never mind.
suffers.
No, that thing only.
Yeah.
I think he's only terrible as Reimu.
As Reimu, it's really bad, but even with like IS Spring, it's fine. It's tolerable.
And I think SNT's no miss on the Pitbull itself. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe they are. And meanwhile, Kayo is starting Mine Satono. Let us go. Mine Satono is Cherno Autumn. I'm curious to see how this is gonna be. Also, yeah, Kayo, stop reading dialogue.
Yeah, Kayo is invested in the lore.
Alright, let's go.
Final boss time for Belita.
Yeah, but I'm watching the first, like, Mine Satono's first. Okay, first spell done for Kayo, nice. Okina's first non, all I'm gonna say is, like, it's clippy.
Yeah, these are tight micro dodges.
This non is very clippy.
Yeah, but you can still get used to it, though.
Yeah, you'll get used to it.
First spell, though.
Oh, first spell, yeah. Depending on if Okina moves left or right, you're gonna have an easy or a bad time.
Yeah, having to dodge bullets and lasers from all directions is not particularly common.
That was a very juicy capture.
Alright,
let's go.
One of the trickiest patterns in the whole game is gonna come up for Belita, which is
Kayo
Scorched Earth.
Gonna cap second on. Alright, nice, and Kayo behind you, it's whatever.
Don't care about behind you, let's look at
Then we're
Scorched
gonna
Earth.
have fireball spells.
Yeah.
This spell is disgusting. The
It's
fireball
very
hitbox
random.
is massive. The fireballs, when you play this spell, it feels like the fireballs are 3 times as big as they are in other games.
Yeah.
And they all blend together.
Ooh, good kill. What a speed kill. 14.
Yeah, and ending in one wave is
Wow.
pretty important. The fewer times you have to dodge that spell, the better.
And then just bow up. Just bow up, you know.
I missed something. It looks like S&T died multiple times going into stage 5
they could
there.
just reset,
I see the reset.
Okay, so Kayo is about to enter Bahan Festival. So I'm gonna check on the Bahan Festival. Which star are they gonna use?
Yeah.
I'm looking at full
the streams relatively early on before the stars get too
have a
dense.
strat you can do. Okay, on the Bahan Festival they have a strat you
can. Can they kill it before they have to restream again?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was trying to say. Like, it's a strat you can do where you start damaging them, and then you stream down, and then you stream alongside the. Oh!
Ouch.
Yikes! But yeah, it implies going down to restream at the bottom and then streaming alongside the edge to kill it before you have to do any real reach.
Now Belita is about to enter the other very tricky pattern that everyone has to deal with on Okina.
Please! full on Kayo's tank
No!
frenzy was terrifying and they died!
Oh! That was so close too.
That was so close indeed. Yikes. Okay,
Alright,
Belita
Snowman.
On Snowman. Snowman is another one of those spells that doesn't look like much until you try to get consistent at it and you realize it's just an RNG hell. So
Yeah, this
let's
card
just
makes
pray
no
for the
sense.
players.
The
Oh,
most you can
that's
do is
squeeze.
just really try to
Oh, no.
push up whenever you can so you can get the bullets to change color early.
They're dodging like a champ. Oh my god.
Okay, there we go.
Oh,
Good capture.
Oh, amazing capture.
Very good capture.
Insane cap.
48.99. Yeah,
You
that's
know
a
about
bad
Snowman.
card. It's a very tricky card.
The thing to know about Snowman as well is when the Mentos turns white, they have like I think a tiny random acceleration applied to them. So the Mentos, they can, as a result, they can make weird clusters once they turn white.
Yeah, it's very difficult to read that card to hit.
Absolutely, because the black Mentos are not gonna be what the glowy Mentos are gonna do when they're gonna be turned on.
Alright. Ooh, careful, go down. Good.
Yep,
Yeah.
nice.
You
nice.
notice if the center gets way too thick, you're just better off dodging up into the side of Okina, but
Yeah.
you have to make sure you move down before she starts her next wave, or you're just gonna get
Yep.
slammed.
Okay, so now the final spell. Though I presume nobody's gonna die on that, because well, I mean,
Last,
going for the-
if you
the
remember
Save
what
timeout
happened
strat,
last
it
year,
looks like.
like last
I do
year,
remember what happened last year, but you know
Yeah.
what? I believe like, you can if you're nervous, and you can. But I
Also-
believe that players are consistent enough; they can
Alright.
do it. I
As
believe
you
in
can
our
tell,
players.
by the way, Belita's timing this down so that it basically looks the same every time, so he knows which dodges to take.
Exactly, because the main thing about that spell is if you were to shoot it down all the way, you would have pretty much, it would be near impossible to always have a phase transition at the same time. Which essentially means that the pattern would be random and you would essentially have to dodge more. By timing it down, you ensure that the phase transition is pretty much always going to happen at the same time, which will give you the same waves every time. Pretty
I
much.
feel like
Yeah.
you can get still pretty close to that standard though if you do shoot her down, if you know what you're doing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Once this card starts accelerating though, especially that final phase, it does get pretty tricky. Like, people die on that. That is dangerous.
Yeah, that's when the card gets threatening. But we'll see. I believe in Belita. They're not gonna die.
Kayo is about to enter Okina as well.
Yep.
It's just
Come on,
once
Okina,
again
please
reading
die.
lore.
Investing in the lore
Yeah.
first.
You know what? I think the player's doing very
Okay,
well. I'm
here we
calling the
go.
capture.
Final
I'm calling the
phase.
capture. Alright, final phase. Capture time.
So much health left.
True, but ooh, that's scary looking. But no, it's fine. They're going on the side. They're avoiding the middle. As you can tell, you want to avoid the middle because that's where all the mess is. So it is
Alright.
taking a while because you're DPSing Okina very little by going to the side.
It might be
all
a
the time.
timeout, which is okay, by the way. That doesn't matter. As long as you don't
the end
No,
of
die.
the
it
game.
has to be a cat. It's okay. Never mind. It's gonna be a timeout. Yeah, no, it's gonna be a timeout.
And done. Beautiful.
And there we
you
go.
go.
2 miss. IF fall. Damn. Juicy. Alright,
That
no
is a
time
very
to, no
good
time
start.
to rest. So
Yeah,
Kayo-
4 points starting out.
4 points. This
Yep.
is a pretty good start, honestly.
Honestly, yeah, but no.
Wow. Gastari, I didn't know you had a webcam.
I know, right?
Alright, well, next
Alright.
Okina coming in.
Right, because I think they were going for a little kill and then I told them they'd get it soon and then they got like 1,000,001 miss.
Yeah. True.
I think.
That is
It's
what
probably
happened.
why.
Yeah, one wave
Okay,
for,
okay. Please.
Kayo on
Beautiful
the...
Scorcher
okay,
of Cap. Also 13 seconds.
That was an amazing capture, absolutely.
Chino being able to shotgun that spell's a big help, and then the fall sub-season on top of that.
Yeah. I think Kayo is 1 miss, I believe, or 2. I'm not sure.
They also died on
At
Frenzy Tango
least
Freddy,
2.
so it should be 2
Right,
misses.
that's 2 then, yeah, 2, absolutely 2 then, yeah.
The dancers were not very nice to him.
What a Churno Tumis beat an Aya Tumis?
Oh, they're
No,
very
it wouldn't.
close.
It would be,
no, Aya scores more. Just a little
Alright.
bit more.
So all Kayo can do right now is just securing 2nd place. Or like getting a 2nd place placeholder.
I think so. I can quickly calculate.
Wait! Oh my god! Aya Spring! No, it's fall. God, I was scared. When I saw Aya Spring in chat, no, it is Aya Spring!
Yep, they're doing it.
Oh my god, I am spring!
Yeah, he's going for it.
No! I am spring! I am fucking spring!
Yeah.
Oh no. That snowman, please be nice to Kayo, he deserves to miss.
Oh, never mind. Ouch.
Never mind!
Alright. Well,
Just get a run on the board, though.
yeah, just finished the run now. Have some points.
Same as well.
But yeah, these...
As we were seeing from MOF yesterday, getting a run on the board can be pretty important early
Yeah.
on.
Oh yeah, sure.
Oh, ouch. That
Ooh.
eternity death. Oops.
Oh, and it's a with 3 miss. Oh, I'm so sorry, Kayo. I am so sorry.
Oh. Alright, let's focus on Kayo and Akina. I'm looking at the stage 1 devs. And
Go down, go down, go down, go down. That's nice.
Still playing it
This
safe
card's-
on April Wizard.
This card is a bit easier than Scorched Earth and Snowman, but sometimes the RNG... Oh, yeah, that.
Yep.
That.
Sometimes this happens.
Yeah.
Sometimes,
that's
Like,
the
you have to
fun.
respect everything Okina has, pretty much.
Yeah. She is very difficult to LNN, because at least
miss.
one card is going to throw out some bullshit.
Please.
Okay, safe
Tap
spot,
or
Crouch
time
the
is
timing this down.
I think.
Yeah. Yo! Imagine dodging in a spot.
Let's go. Final card safe spot.
Yeah. Imagine dodging in a shmup SMH. That's so overrated. So overrated. Okay, there we go. They're dodging now.
Just realized Belita, Ellen, and Tokina? Yeah. Yeah, they did actually.
Yep.
Pretty difficult to do, even as Autumn. Getting through Snowman and Scorched Earth and, you know, everything else needs to go right as well. It's tough on Akina.
Yeah.
Belita even told me right before he started, I was actually screen sharing with him, and he said, I'd rather fight Junko than Okina. Because at least Junko you can make a little bit consistent. Okina is just what the hell every time.
Well, Kena is a very inconsistent final boss, I find. Sometimes. Like, a lot of things can go wrong and you don't really know why. Sometimes.
Yeah. Though he
I
might
believe in the
have
capture.
been talking
I
about
believe.
Spring Okina, I'm not sure, but still.
I believe Kayo clearly going for the cap there. I believe. Come on. It's gonna be final phase soon. Maybe the center. Yes, I'm doing on the side. Yep, okay. Waiting for the phase transition.
Final phase.
Yeah. Alright, let's go. Come on the cap. Come on, the cap, right? Nice. I mean, yeah, they don't know exactly what they're doing on this.
This looks very clean.
That is hella clean, yeah. That's gonna be like a super clean capture.
Come on.
Come on, almost there.
5 seconds. Or kill her.
Come on.
Kill her.
Come on,
Beautiful.
let's go. Cap. Nice.
What's that?
Well, that's 4 miss
Four
for
miss.
Kyle. Time to restart.
So that's, yeah,
Question is, will they stick with the same shot?
0.8.
I don't know. That's a question.
Whoa.
What?
Return of
Froggy
Suwako.
chair. Epic
Froggy
gamer.
chair.
Epic gamer.
Epic. Oh yeah, I see it now. Epic
It's
gamer.
just Epic
Yeah,
gamer in the back.
Dancing Rumia.
Is this room at Fortnite dancing? I hope not. Suwako takeover. This is now a Frog appreciation stream. Well, back to Lily Spin now.
Yeah.
shall
Rip chat once again.
we? Yeah. The thing is, like, when everyone is back in the early game of HSiFS, not much is happening generally. Because the early game is pretty tame most of the times. Like, you can get memed here and there. Like, you have this one, like, Nemuno can sometimes meme you if you're not paying attention, and then on, like, if she moves down and you're not awake enough, or if she moves down on the laser spell and stuff like that, it can go wrong, but generally speaking, I think the early game is pretty tame compared to other games.
Speaking
Yeah.
of Aun, though, we're getting started on that here.
Oh, sure no? Okay, but which season, though?
Hovering over summer.
Oh,
Where is
are we
that
gonna
summer?
get it?
I'm not looking at the right thing.
Nope, that's just a channel text. We'll see though. Well, I guess I guess it's probably tea time for the British people now. So instead, let's
1
see
PM
what
tea time.
SNT's
Contemplating
doing.
what they want to do.
Kayo is just taking
Very
it very easy this match, reading the lore, just enjoying the full Hidden
Summer?
Star and
Summer?
Four Seasons
Come on,
experience.
do it. Come on, dude. Get Summer. Get Summer. Come on. The people demand such a Summer.
Oh,
Go back to
Oh,
fall.
fall again?
alright.
I mean, that's understandable. I'm sad because I wanted to see a stupid shot, but
Yeah, if you can
that
improve
is
on
more
that
than
score too, that's
understandable.
still not bad. This is shot type.
Yeah. He will have to 1-miss though to beat Belita's 2-miss.
yeah, so I don't know
Because
if it's that
Cherno's
big of-
2-miss. Because
of a
Cherno's 2-miss
choice.
scores less.
Fewer than 4 points, yeah.
Yeah. It's
well,
like
piling on for SNT.
Cherno would only get like 3.25 points, I think, if I did the math
Yeah,
right.
3.25.
Alright, but I want to see some late game SNT gameplay. Very much so.
Yeah. Getting there.
Come on.
Alright, and then
Focusing
on
down on
die.
here.
Yep, on is dead. Stage 4 time. Let's go.
Yeah, we might just see this from everybody at
see
this
the
point
top-
where they
we're
start
gonna-
stage 4 at the top.
We're gonna see the top stream again. Yeah, I mean, it's what I would
Yep.
expect. This was like a day 1 strat and everyone just loved it immediately. Pretty
Absolutely.
sure.
I
In a
think
competitive
everyone found
environment,
this
so
on day
safe
one,
strategy
dude.
like this is like, why not?
It's really
Everyone
simple as
Found
well.
this on day 1. Alright.
You could
so
tell-
how well Marisa does on this.
Marisa Summer, she's not a good stage shot type. So the end part is going to be
Yeah.
rough. But the rest of stage 4 is not that difficult, so... It'll still
The
be a
summer
while.
sub-season, it's almost like not playing with a sub-shot at all.
Yeah,
Sometimes feels that way.
yeah.
Is this gonna be, oh god, the new restriction?
Even spring has a little bit of a difference compared to nothing, but summer
I mean,
is
yeah,
just
spring
whatever.
is like, you know, it's like, instead of throwing one paper towel, if you're throwing one paper towel and a half, it's still a bit more.
Yeah, and it's like focus damage, so you at least notice it. But with like...
Yep, and Kayo,
if you're shooting like
getting
one
bullied by
icicle,
Eternity.
if you're shooting like one teeny tiny icicle, it's like you don't
And
even
that's
notice
assuming any
it.
of them even hit.
Yeah.
Which, if you're staying straight under a boss, none of them probably are.
And yeah, sadly, Eternity was being a bully to Kayo, who died. It shouldn't be an issue anyway, but
Yeah.
it's just stage 1 jail in Touhou 16 doesn't feel good at all. Like, it never feels good in any game, but especially not in this one, I find.
I don't know, I think I enjoy the stage 1 theme too much to really hate it.
Yeah, I don't really mind
True.
in Touhou 16.
It's just, after a while, it gets... Yeah, I couldn't stand that stage anymore after a while. Whereas SA Stage 1, you know, you still enjoy it because the music's such a banger, but... I mean, this one is also... It also is a banger, but... I was sick of it.
Okay, S&T is about to go into the scary section.
Yeah, alright, nice fairies. Alright, let's go.
Here we go.
Yeah.
So,
Also,
I
opting
think
to
Marisa is
stream
not
across the bottom
ideal.
all 3 times.
No, but okay, this is the part that matters the most. If these slow bullet fairies don't die, like here, then it gets pretty messy.
Yeah, though they're doing it very well. I think Marisa does an alright job at it. Marisa's pretty good at this section, I find.
No, well, looking at it,
I mean,
it's okay.
it's okay. Like, look, compared to some other shots, it's good. It's not the worst. You're not completely crying.
Aya Spring will
DPS
suffer
helps to
more.
kill fairies fast. That's like the plus side to that, but
Yeah.
not having any sort of spread is...
Cherno would
It's
do.
kinda sad, yeah.
Cherno does
At least you kill
much
fast.
better than Marisa there, I think.
Yeah, but at least you kill things fast, which kind of helps. A little bit.
Well, you don't kill things fast, is my point. Because the slow fairies, you have to actually go under them to shoot them down. But Cherno just spreads the whole screen. Okay,
That's fair.
we're
I
gonna
mean,
see.
look,
We're gonna
they
see
have the
Bodhi.
summer sub shot.
We're gonna see the first card. Oh wow, what a corner dodge!
Ooh, going in a corner like this.
multiples.
Oh my god! Wow! 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 Whoa! Whoa! That was insane.
A 4th one?
Oh my god.
Oh my god, there's
And I would have
God
expected that as
gamer.
Marissa, admittedly.
I'm gonna say
That was so
God
fast.
Gamer. Oh my god, what a legend.
Those were
An
some
absolute
really fast
legend.
taps. That was insane.
Oh wow. I can't even believe they just did that.
Yeah, that almost looked like, you know, that was like almost task to your reaction there. But
Oh,
he
yeah.
is very, very good at this game. Like I said, he has L and N with every shot and every season. Like every character
That
every
is
season
insane.
in this game.
Yeah, that's just insane.
Right, Pet Golem.
I'll say the
bullet
bitrate is
looking
not
good.
like
Yeah, the bitrate is not respectful to his amazing dodges at the moment. But
Yep. So we kind of just gotta trust it. Because we can't really see, so we just gotta trust it.
well, at least the hitbox always seems very visible on these low bitrate streams. You know, that little white dot. That one's always clear.
True, for some reason. Also, yeah, people, you are having a real super player quality here.
This
only
is
on,
true super
Touhou World
player
Cup.
quality. Yeah.
Yep.
All the quality is going to their play and not their stream visuals.
It's going to both.
Also doing this final card normally, for the most part.
As Marissa, it seems worth it because of the good damage. Oh wow!
Are you sure about that yet? You almost died there, buddy.
Well, that would have
I
been
remember he
bad.
was being kind of
killing or
staying close
not.
to one side though, so you didn't have to move too far to continue doing damage to her.
Was a
And
good kill.
Belita entering stage 4.
Yeah, S&T is destroying the game at the moment, but
Yeah, though stage
that was
5,
the easy
you
part
guys will,
so far, sort
yeah,
of.
because stage 5 as Marissa is where things really
Go to
kicks
shit.
up. Like,
It gets really
yeah,
bad.
that's where they
here.
go to shit. That's when the game starts like slapping you in the face. 'Cause,
S&T really knows how
Marissa?
to do this part though, after the title card on stage 5.
I mean, of course they do know how to do that.
Oh, he does the middle. He does the
Yeah,
middle right left
but-
instead of
Yeah,
just
so we're
swooping
trying to-
the whole stage.
Swooping
Ooh.
is a good word for it.
Yep. I like what they're doing
All
there.
right,
Because Marissa
So
has
does
a real
Summer
rough
help
time
here?
on stage 5.
at all. Oh, it doesn't matter. He has a better
Yeah,
strategy.
some of these
for it.
wisps go off screen before you can shoot them down anyway.
Okay,
Yeah.
I think Summer just actually prevented one wisp from going down. I don't think that one would have gone off
Summer
screen.
actually helping?
Yeah, Summer's doing things,
Oh.
dude. Look at that.
Summer helping?
Just
Yo.
a little bit of help there.
I can do
Oh,
stuff
wow.
too.
Can we give a You Tried medal to the Summer subshot for that?
I wonder if Summer will save him on Behind Festival like last year. With I forgot who that was, but someone was playing Summer, and like one of the icicles finished it off, I think, or it was a spring pellet, one of the two.
Oh wow, reminds me last year on SA where Ray Movie's homing.
Yeah, it was like that. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
more
just move
opportunities
down.
for that to happen here.
Probably gonna wait a bit here. Yeah.
They're doing that a bit too low for my taste because they're oftentimes like they're blocked off by the bottom and they have to move up again.
You'd be surprised how far low you can usually go though on that.
I trust you. I just do it very high for because I think it's easier that way. This section though, remember, this is where Belita lost. This is where they got their first miss earlier. So let's hope SNT doesn't. But SNT is just cruising through the entire game right now.
All
so,
right,
you know.
here comes a really tricky
Okay, here it
stage
comes.
section.
You will get to see what true pain.
I don't even.
Versus
Oh,
is.
he's going for the kills. Interesting. Maybe he'll. I think he'll kill
No.
off a few and then start spinning.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen them do that too on their replays.
This section as
At
Marissa
some
is
point,
just,
you just really can't keep
Yep.
up anymore.
No. Maybe.
yeah.
Now come the spins. Maybe. Yeah. There we go. There we go. That is a really tricky execution. If you spin too early, you will get walled off in the corner. But if you spin
This
too
is
late,
so
then
tough.
you're also dead.
Oh, this try is so hard. Like,
Yeah.
believe me, guys, this is as hard as it looks.
I would say it's harder than it looks even. Like it just kind of looks like he's spinning, but you have to deal. You have
Oh,
to
the
think
timings are
very
very
quickly
strict on
about
this
the
for
random
sure.
bullets. Yeah.
Absolutely. It's so easy just because they're firing spread bullets. If you're a bit off, you can just get sniped by them.
S&T also opting to face Mai on the first card.
True. I mean,
So far, I
they're
think I've
two-
always
like, the
seen
first-
Mai there.
I think their first two spells are virtually identical, depending on who you pick. Like the first spell,
Or identical in
Yeah.
difficulty, I suppose.
But
Yeah,
you
I'd
know,
say it's about
imagine
equal.
imagine going for the curvy laser card though. Like, why would
Oh
you?
yeah, I see. Okay, fine. And then we have behind you, so I guess stage 1 is gonna be more challenging at this point. I'm waiting for
trying to
someone
finish
to
as much damage as
die.
you can before you have
You're
to
really
restream.
asking for like a really for a really bad death. Oh, that was a bit weird. Right as I said it, like, I feel you're asking for someone to die on it when you keep like emphasizing how quote unquote easy that card is.
Because no,
Except it's
I'm just
not
that
really.
confident.
Not as
I'm
anybody
just
other
that
than
confident in
Rainbow.
the players.
All right. Usually this non-spell plays nice. It has a bit less overlap. But now behind
Oh yeah, the
Festival,
final mode
slower.
is the okay. Behind festival though, let's see. Everyone, send them your
that's a
energy.
lot of stars.
Oh,
Okay,
yes.
nice.
Please. Okay, nice. Okay, they saved it. Sword. Now let's go. Go for the cap.
Whoa,
Should we
the
restream?
The
aggro.
restream, I think.
Shout out
He
Festival.
had to.
Gotta go for the restream.
I'm surprised he
I-
aggroed that hard.
Ooh, ooh.
I mean, considering how hard the
Oh.
attack is, why not aggro it?
Painful.
Less time spent on it is
Oh, that
better.
was so bad. They got like you had this one envelope that was moving diagonally up, right, and then
Yeah.
you run into it.
Yeah, they were trying so hard not to die.
Well, thank you, frenzy time. Please don't die on that. It's so easy to die on that.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
it really is.
This is a really scary card. You have to
Yeah,
react
moving
the
down
very
the
the
quickly.
corner a little
lasers are
bit. That's,
especially-
that's
Nice
Yes,
micro.
okay.
Ooh.
This is looking good. One more wave at most.
One more wave and then it dies, yeah. Alright, the cap.
Okay, that one was nicer. Let's
Awesome.
go.
Awesome. Very good cap. So one miss into stage 6, everybody.
more pacifism at the start.
Very strong run. I think one miss Marissa Summer is 17 points. So
I mean, Marissa
Yes.
Summer, Marissa is hard. Like, Marissa Summer is just stupid.
yeah,
I'm just gonna say it out there, she's stupid.
At this point, though, Marissa doesn't have to worry about not having a spread shot of any kind, because it's going to be like, all focusing stuff down.
Yep. The main worry here is going to be HPSI.
but he can die 2 more times and still come out on top. So it's looking very
Alright,
good
so
for him.
let's hope they
And
don't.
that would be
They keep.
8.5 points.
Let's just hope they keep this leeway for HPSI.
Ow!
What? Here?
That sucks.
That hurts, man.
That really hurts. Oh no, and they're overlapping
Well, I
too.
guess they're not
Oh
gonna keep the
no!
leeway for HPSI,
yeah, if you
huh?
fall,
It's
if you
coming
fall
down.
behind on these big fairies, that could get actually kind of nasty.
Please recover.
Oh my
Please
God,
recover.
Please recover. God, no, please don't
This
die
looks
twice.
so bad with 2 fairies shooting. Wow.
Oh my God.
Okay. That was really scary.
Oh God.
That could have train wrecked there.
We didn't
Absolutely.
comment on this section, but yeah, yikes.
And now he does have to play pretty well on Perfect Summarize. He only has 1 death to play with for this whole boss fight.
Yep, and hopefully it's gonna be to HPSI, or at least hopefully they're
That
gonna
the
keep
buffer,
that death
yeah.
for HPSI is what I mean. Like, you know,
Yeah,
they're gonna
yeah,
have
yeah.
this leeway because HPSI is not really a spell you can cap and command.
Well, we've seen it happen before.
We've seen it, but like that was suck, and that was like, you know, that's still not a spell you cap and command.
Yeah,
But
I'm not
this
sure the
is
survival
S&T.
behemoth is the best comparison to
But this is the
everybody
man who
else.
has
Yeah.
but he has 16 LNNs. Do I have to remember you?
Fair
This
enough.
is the guy who
True.
has LNNs with every combination that you can have in this game.
But can they do it reliably enough for a run like this?
We'll see,
I
because
think
remember,
so.
this is live. Yeah. Like, for all I know, they could get me on that spell and die, you know, you never know. Please don't, though. Okay, good.
Yeah,
That
Marissa
is
has
some
enough
amazing
DPS
dodging in
to
that.
end that spell in 1 wave.
Yep.
Doesn't even need a
This
sub
node is
shot
kinda
for it
like-
like some others do.
This node is kind of like whatever.
Come on, bitrate, you can do it. Super player quality.
Alright, that spell is just streaming. Not much to say about it. I don't
Yeah.
think anyone's gonna die.
It
really.
sometimes feels like it's longer than it should as Marissa because of her lack of
Yeah,
range, but
like
it really
Mar-
is to your benefit to just stream all the way across the stream every time.
Yeah, this
despite
does take
that.
Just
long with
make it-
Marissa.
You will only really dodge Marissa if you just try to get a bit too greedy, I'd say.
Oh,
Yeah,
greed
like
is
you
a
try to
big
dodge
part.
in the middle.
It's gonna be smooth. Most of
Nice.
the time, at least.
27 seconds.
Winter Dawn. I don't think the pillars are like. I honestly, Winter Dawn can meme, but I doubt anyone's gonna like. I doubt the players are gonna die to like something like Winter Dawn or Spring Dawn. Despite me thinking Spring Dawn is
Snowman, be
absolutely
nice.
awful. Okay, Snowman.
Already
Come
kind
on,
of
Snowman.
tempting that.
Please,
Ooh, okay.
please, Snowman. We
Okay.
need that death for HPSI, so please, Snowman.
Ah,
No.
that's not where he should have gone. But that was that was such a Snowman type death. With like suddenly a Mentos comes
yeah.
out of nowhere and blocks off that path.
This is what I
All right,
said earlier.
survive.
When Mentos turns white, they get a random angle and acceleration, and then they just.
Yeah. The little animation they do is they like burst
Well,
light too.
Time to
That
cap.
kinda throws you off, too.
Time to cap perfect summarize.
Well, time to cap HPSI.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Actually, wouldn't a 3 miss still get them in the lead? When I think about it. Goes to 17 for 1 miss.
17,
8.5
8.5,
for 2,
4.25.
4.25 points for a 3 miss, but
Yeah. But that's what he said now. 3 miss.
Alright, well,
Yeah.
we're
Still
gonna
need
have
to
a
do the
force capture
capture.
of HPSI, which is like in my opinion, the hardest final spell she has. It's even worse than HBCV in my opinion.
yes, I agree. Because Breezy Cherry Blossom have some things you can learn about it, but for Perfect Summer Ice, you just have this one really hard dodge that you have to do on the final phase. That throws everybody off.
Yeah. When she
Well,
goes
everybody,
down, it
let's
becomes...
go. Hold your breath.
And the
hold
rest
to
of the
edge your
spell
seat.
is no cakewalk either. Especially when Okina moves down, all these big
Yeah.
icicles really get in your
Alright,
way.
everybody.
Even the early
It's time
phases
to
are
believe,
pretty
people.
tricky.
You will see that they stop shooting there because when Okina is low, you don't want to trigger a phase transition, otherwise you will absolutely die.
Well, you want to trigger it right
it
as she
gets
goes
stupid.
up. If you trigger it when she goes
Yeah.
down, you're making it really hard for yourself.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
especially when
Okay, let's phase
transitioning
3.
into the 4th phase, so you don't have to do a turnaround with these
Okay,
Mentos.
phase 3. The restream, go for the restream. Nice. Alright, micro there.
Yeah,
Nice.
perfect timing on
Ooh.
that.
Okay, nice. Okay.
Here we go.
Nice. Okay,
Here we
nice.
go.
Let's go, everybody. This is now or never. Come on, the cap. The cap. The cap. Are we gonna see a cap of this? That would be insane. The hardest final phase. The
Here it
hardest
comes.
final spell. In Touhou 16.
Oh!
Come on. Let's go.
This looks good. This
Oh, they
looks
got
so
through.
good.
Let's go.
Finish her.
Come on, come on. Come on, finish her off, please. Please,
Go.
Okina, please.
Nice.
Beautiful.
Come on. Oh.
Perfect summarize. It was playing nice there.
Oh, it was
TWC,
honestly,
everybody.
Yeah, it was playing nice, but still, that is, wow.
Even if it's nice, like, you gotta watch out. There are still troll bullets on it. Like,
That was beautiful.
Beautiful
like,
capture.
I think SNT deserves your praise, Chad. What a legend.
Taking the lead. with
yeah,
that.
that's a 4.25.
Oh. Insane.
These are pretty high level runs already on the board.
Yep, 425 for SNT. Let's go.
And I believe that Kayo can improve on his Churn of Fall.
Absolutely. Just based on the bomb counter, it looks like still no miss.
Yep.
Same
Let's hope
with
the
Belita
replay.
going
Let's
to
hope the
no
replays
parts of
nice.
Ireland.
Ooh!
Oh my god.
Please play nice, Nerumi, please.
That's going through that.
Alright. Alright, it's time for the second nom. Let's see. It seems like so far so good.
This looks okay, yeah.
Yeah, okay, good.
Alright, pet bullets.
And then this, I mean, you know, they know how to do it. Shouldn't be an issue, bro.
Pets a bullet.
I still
You can make
despise
that
that spell
anymore.
though. Oh my god.
It's just a sun projectile spinning really fast and like you pet it.
Yeah, I mean, in case you guys didn't know, the sun sprite actually spins very fast.
To make it look more solid, I suppose.
I suppose the thing is, if you mod the game, then you can just make it into anything you want. So I made it to a fidget spinner back when that was relevant.
Yeah.
Make a giant black squares. Anybody remember that mod?
Oh, I remember that mod. Ah, this one was glorious, dude.
What is this final
Wait,
spell
Nino,
actually
you would
called?
not pet the giant sun? Okay, poll in chat. Would you guys pet the giant sun?
Okay, he's going for timeout again.
Yep.
I'm curious what that actually looks like. I'm gonna look at Kayo full
Woo.
attention.
Yeah.
I don't like the slow bullets there though.
Yeah.
You still could do some dodging, like from below too, depending on how fast they go. But I'd say it's still easier. It looks easier.
Yeah,
anyway,
the nice
having to
thing
keep
about
going
it
down all the time.
The nice thing about it is that the slow bullets don't overlap that much with the bullets coming from the bottom. But if you do it in the middle, then you have to sometimes dodge up and down at the same time.
Yeah. Although preferably you should be trying not to do that too, like going down and then up, etc.
But yeah, having Cherno Autumn on stage 5 should make for a nicer experience than Aya or Marissa on stage 5. So
yeah, again, having some sort of spread shot helps here.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I paid too much attention to Kayo's run through stage 5 last time, but we'll get to see some of that here.
Yeah, me neither, but we'll see it now. This looks a lot nicer already. The fact that you don't have to go left, right to kill these yin-yangs.
Or have some super special route otherwise.
This looks very comfy too. He's just sitting in the middle and everything dies. That's the one benefit that Cherno has. Alright, corner spots.
The usual.
The usual, yeah. There exist actual safe spots where you can just stand there the entire pattern. Though most people don't seem to go for it.
Yeah, they usually move like slightly out of the corner into the bigger spots afterwards. That's what I've seen.
Okay, yeah, this misdirect looks nicer than what I saw before with Belita.
Yeah. And then the mid boss, just move down, and then it's done.
They're opting for that higher space in the grid too, just so they don't have to worry about Satono's movement every time.
Belita is almost gonna go into the really hard stage 4 section as Aya Spring, by the way.
Aya Spring is gonna be painful.
And still no miss pace.
Yeah. I mean, Kayo is still LNN. And so is Belita.
Wait, let's see. How many misses can Aya Spring have? I think at least 3.
Final section? Oh, ooh.
Yeah.
Compared to S&T's score, you mean?
Yeah. Yeah, if Belita gets a free miss, it will score more than S&T. It will be like 6.25.
Yeah, that's what I got too.
So let's see how Cherno does this section actually, because it seems like
nicely.
the spread actually helps.
Yeah, it helps a lot.
Being able to kill these yin-yang orbs quickly is the main thing.
It looks pretty similar to Reimu's experience, I'm pretty sure.
I mean, Reimu can just stream left and right. That's even more like. That's
yeah,
even
yeah. Reimu does even
There's
better.
a bunch of different ways you can stream those as Reimu.
Alright, so Kayo getting immersed in the lore yet again. Really wants to know what.
Doing the safe spot stride on Narumi's opener.
Yep.
Just something they're used to.
One, go in the corner, align yourself, back in the middle, safe spot,
Nice safe
easy,
spot.
got it, awesome. Alright, so, still. You guys know, like me, this is far from over, so Kayo's still LNN. We shall see how far it's gonna carry. I hope deeply that it's gonna be an LNN, but there's so much more to go through.
Last time before their first miss.
Yeah, so we shall see. We shall see. But first belt, you know, yeah, first belt. I'm mostly concerned about second non and the Hunt Festival and Tango Friendly.
Yeah, the
These
usual
are
suspects, though. That's where the improvement's gonna come, if it's gonna come.
Here it comes.
Absolutely. Okay, second non, let's see.
Especially Cherno on second non deals spore damage. At least he has the Autumn to help him out a little bit. Here it comes, the scary wave.
Yeah.
Nice.
The thing about the second non is the longer it lasts, the more out of phase they get with actually following their patterns.
Let's watch Pet Bullet. Alright, nice cap of Pet Bullet.
Okay, nice.
Nice. Do not pet the bullets. I will not, Mino. I dodge the bullets. I don't pet them. Don't worry about it. Fear not, my friend.
Do we have those poll results? Some other the chat with Pet a Sun?
Oh yeah, I think most people would pet the sun. Yeah, I think that was the result.
Alright, behind festival.
Alright, anyway, time for the festival, everybody.
Yes. Moment of
Let's
truth
see.
right here.
Okay, let's see Kayo.
Alright.
Going on the edge again.
So many stars once
Up.
again! Come on!
Satono
the
moving to the
stars.
side.
Oh.
Not Satono, Mai's moving to the side.
Oh,
May or
no.
may not give him
Oh
more of a
no, they're
chance.
overlapping. Oh no, the
Oh
stars,
no, the overlap!
please.
Come
No.
on!
No.
That was
That was
horrible.
not nice at all.
That was
That was
horrible
disgusting,
RNG.
you mean? That's beyond not nice.
Oh my
Please
god,
again.
no!
I'm so sorry.
Bye, Festival, why do you have to do this? Ugh! It's such a frustrating
thank you,
card.
friendly.
Even looking at it, just sometimes it pisses me off just
Just
looking
so
at
awkward
it.
all around. There's no getting past that.
Yeah. Oh no.
That was a
Like,
little dodge there.
Whoa,
on
they
Frenzy
almost
Tank
went for the
deflecting.
wrong up there.
yeah.
Saved it though.
But yeah, did Satono, during Behind Festival, did Satono go below Mai and shield off all the hits there?
I think she did, yeah.
That is
No,
so
was it dying
nasty.
on the stage 5 opener?
Yeah, that can happen with Aya Spring. She really sucks.
I didn't pay
Yikes.
attention to the beginning of the route though, so I wasn't sure like what they were doing
Is this
beforehand.
going
I don't
right?
like this. I don't
yeah,
like
this
this.
looks fine. This looks fine. Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
Good.
Okay,
Cutting it
that's
real
fine.
close though.
Yeah, definitely.
Ooh.
And that's including getting back into the corner afterwards too.
Yeah. So
Come
yeah,
on,
behind
Kayo.
festival
You can
could be
do
like
this.
that.
You can finish this. Just this is
Same-
an attempt. This is an
Yeah,
opportunity.
same pace
to beat
going to
Akina.
stage 6 as last time.
Yep.
Though I guess as a 2 miss, he actually cannot improve, or like he cannot go higher in the ranking. Right? If he's already 2
They can
miss.
secure their place though.
Well, but
wait.
he's already last. Like even a turn or 2
True.
miss is pointless.
Oh, you're right. They might as well just
Yes.
reset. Or
I
try
think he
another
might
shot.
as well
3.25
reset.
points for a 2 miss, right?
Yeah, it's 3.75
Or 75, yeah.
Oh, and Belita goes for the reset
or
because they died.
3.25. 3.25 even because an LNN is
Or-
13.
Oh wait, changing shot. Oh. Where is that? Oh wait, no. Huh?
Oh man, Kayo and
Is
his
it time for us to
tendency.
hope that Is it time for us to hope that like a fairy kills Kayo? So they
Yes,
reset?
that is what we're hoping for again. We're rooting for the
Everybody,
game
it's
again.
Time to root for.
Yes.
Everybody, it's time. Root for the game again.
Go Akina, destroy him.
Go, Akira, please do your worst.
This is why I added
Okina,
Okina
please.
gun to the chat, if it works now.
Okay, people, you gotta root for Okina now, alright? We gotta make it so Okina kills the player, alright? Everybody, we need you. We need you. What is this?
Belita doing a randomizer?
Randomizer of the shot? Churro
Oh my
Summer?
God.
Is this Churro Summer?
Oh my
Okay.
god.
No,
That's
they
only
didn't get
marginally
Churro
better than,
Summer, did they? No.
Aya Spring.
Madman.
Oh no, it's Churro Summer! Oh god.
They'll at least have better stages, and that's kind of what got in their way this last run, is Aya Spring.
True, but oh my god. Alright, come on, Okina, please. Okina, please. Only 16 minutes on the clock. Please, Okina.
We're getting close to final run territory here. People are gonna go far
Yeah,
again.
that's why I'd rather Kayo reset, because he cannot improve his place anymore. It's like... Huh.
Are we just counting on Kayo not getting stuck in early game hell for these last 15 minutes or so?
Come on, game. Come on, Okina.
Go! No!
Come on,
No!
Okina. Come on, Okina, please.
didn't find
Okina,
enough.
why? Okina, fucking hell, just do it.
Every card can kill him. Come on, we can pray for the best.
Yeah, true. Let's go.
We're
You
such
know
bad
what?
commentators, I swear.
Okay, I know what I'm gonna do. Okay, I know exactly
We're doing
what I'm
this
gonna
to
do.
help him. We're doing this to give him
Okay,
more
you
time.
know-
It just, I don't know, yeah, that still seems so weird. Actively rooting against players.
Okay, I have the
Oh!
trick.
Almost
I
killed him.
know what to do. Okay. There
Yes.
is no way in hell Kayo's gonna die now, right? There is no way. They're never gonna
Absolutely
die.
no way. No
There's
way.
no way they're gonna die, right? They're just gonna cap everything.
Let's go! You've done it! Let's go!
First curse!
He's done it!
Continuing!
No, he keeps going again! No!
No!
No, come on! Why does this keep happening?
Well, it is technically still a better score than their last run.
no.
If they miss again, then they might reset.
Oh no! No! It's happening again!
Every
Someone
time.
do your worst.
Come on, please,
this
please. Die. Reset.
Okay, there we
Go.
go.
Let's reset.
Yes, yes,
Let's
he's
go.
done it.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go! Go, 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 my dude! You're the best! Let's go! Time for you to win! Let's go, you're the best, buddy! Let's
Same
go!
shot, but again, trying to get better.
It's fine, it's
miss
fine. Okay,
counts.
let's go!
That is fine.
It worked!
Yeah.
It worked!
Thank you,
it.
Okina. Thank you, and thank you, Gastari, as well. This is why I'm glad that you were here
did
to
it.
commentate. You saved him.
If he wins, he owes the victory to me.
Who knew your jinxing powers would actually help us out here?
I know, right? Alright, so back to Essentina.
Oh man, alright. S&T doing another summer, I suppose? I can't see the projectiles. Yeah, that's summer.
Yeah. And chat helped me out here. It looks like S&T's bomb count's low. Did they miss earlier on and just continue?
Still, I mean...
Not sure.
Not partly still LNN, according to people, according
Yeah.
to people in chat.
Yeah.
I think
I
it's
feel like it would be
still-
close to max
the
bomb
score
count
is
though
not
if they collected
high.
everything.
Score is very low because, you know, you don't get any point increase.
People say it's still on LNN, so I'm gonna trust chat. and
I
if it's
believe.
not, believe.
Well, yeah, and you can trust Milalinsky because Milalinsky is counting for us.
Oh, perfect. See? I told you it was great to have someone do this.
Yeah, it's very helpful.
I
Because
told
with
you.
like 3 people and people constantly resetting, it's like very difficult to keep track of all 3 at the same time.
Yeah, it's very easy to just lose track of that. I can't wait for Kayo to watch the VOD and be like, why did you guys jinx me?
And Gravy is also
yeah.
Also counting
Oh,
for us.
pausing
We
on
have
the
2
roomie?
counters.
Yeah, Gravy is the one who
World
made that
Cup?
Excel sheet, right?
Awesome. Wait. Pausing on the roomie, huh?
Toilet World Cup?
Toilet break? When there's only 12 minutes left on the clock? Perfect time to do that, right? Right?
Could they have room for one more run if they finished really quick?
So,
They have 12 minutes left.
If they're fast, maybe. I mean, at
Oh,
least
never
it's
mind, they're
Marissa.
Marissa has fast bosses, but
Yeah.
again, it's like you can't waste any time if you're gonna do that.
I don't know.
It's gonna be cutting it real close at best. But
Yeah.
I'd be betting they probably wouldn't be able to do that.
people calling me Remelia. No, everyone knows I'm just Flanger dressed as Sagamay. Alright, so no safe spawning on this. I mean, that's fair. The safe spot is very tricky. I personally am not a fan of the safe spot. I think when I played this game, I did it normally
If
as
you,
well.
if you can weave through the amulets the way S&T can, then yeah, don't even bother with the safe spot.
Yeah!
Oh my god.
One of those rare safe spots where it's just not always worth it to go for it.
It's very small, and what's annoying about it too is sometimes you're not in the safe spot, but you survive for like 1 wave, and then you think, oh, everything is fine, and then the next wave
And the
comes, and
amulet
then you
spawns
die.
right on top of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But even if you would somehow recognize during that period that you wouldn't be safe, readjusting is nearly impossible too, because it's such a small
Almost
safe
pixel
spot.
perfect.
Yeah. This non-spell is the true super play bitrate experience every time. I can just barely see the red amulets. Okay. Summer Shot is doing the damage.
Just barely got that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, he's
And
going.
dodging the final spell.
Yeah, going for a
Not
kill
timing
again,
out.
which makes sense
Yep.
as Marissa.
Absolutely.
Okay, it should be over right about now. Final wave, I think. Yes, beautiful. 10
Nice and
minutes
clean.
left. I don't.
Pausing again though.
If he has 10 minutes
Oh,
left,
break part
I
two.
don't
Yeah,
think he
I
can
don't think they
reset.
could finish the game in 10 minutes.
No.
Not at this point.
It would be unfortunate if he finishes, like, and he tries to restart, like, right after the timer's done.
Consider, too, that Okina has a lot of attacks, so
Yeah.
that really just keeps adding time to it.
Okina takes a while, especially the final card. He's doing his middle left right strats again on the yin yangs here. That looks pretty clean, honestly, which is impressive. Making this look clean, that's takes some effort. So he's gonna kill these spirits immediately, I presume. Yeah.
These
Beautiful.
players
Yeah.
are on another level, honestly.
Yeah.
Making this look clean is just, you know.
These are very experienced players, especially Belita and S&T in this game.
Oh yeah, they are. I think it's their main game, honestly.
Yeah, I mean for S&T definitely. And Belita is also very good at Touhou 15.
True. Though, if I recall, it's the game they started with, and no, the
Yeah.
like.
Yeah.
First game,
I
the
think
first
so.
game they learned, I believe.
Alright, do the misdirects. Nice.
In the corner, and then mid boss time. All right. Still, SMT is still LNN, right? Wait, no, they died.
Where did they die again?
No,
I think
I don't
it's
know. I mean, they're
LNN.
not full bomb, so I presume. Unless they
I
drop.
think
No,
it's still
because they
LNN.
drop-
Yeah.
Oh, stop dropping bomb pieces, for fuck's sake.
So confusing.
It is. Ugh.
Come on, he's playing a summer shot. Maybe it's part of the route.
Avoiding the bombs. You as well,
Maybe they need to set up early on. Who knows?
right?
If there were some non-spells that they actually didn't capture because they didn't have any sort of spread from the sub-season, that could do
Oh
it
yeah,
too.
yeah, like Nemino.
Final section is
Sorry.
Marisa again. If you guys missed it last time for you to watch it again. It's just yeah.
Sorry, loud traffic. It's gone.
I didn't hear that.
No, you didn't, but streamed it.
Oh.
Alright, do the spin.
Yep.
Beautiful.
They're almost making it look clean.
If you're going
Which
to be
is
competing in
intense.
something like this, I'd say the incentive is high to do stuff like that.
Yeah. Alright, so far nobody entered stage 6 on LNN pace, right?
I don't
Don't
believe so.
think so. No, dancers have been pretty mean.
Yeah, dancers have been rough.
But
you
also
know what?
kind of what
6
I
minutes-
expected.
6:30 on the clock can still happen.
Mm-hmm.
I
But
believe.
yeah,
Do you guys believe as well?
Mai and Satono, they're some of the hardest stage 5 bosses. Maybe the hardest stage 5
Absolutely.
bosses. They're really tricky.
They're so tricky, yeah. No one has managed to dance yet, yeah.
Trying to
These
think
players
who else
couldn't
would, like,
dance
challenge
through the
that.
festival.
Now you mention it.
Sorry?
Sakuya, I think. That's about
Oh.
it.
Takia, maybe Clown Piece.
No,
Piece.
not
Anything?
Clown Piece.
The
no.
first half. Show.
Oh yeah, Show too.
Yeah. Sakuya
It's a
and
little bit
Show.
muddied, I suppose, when talking about who's the hardest
But
stage
I
5
would
boss.
even-
Make
I would
this look
take
scary, please!
Come on. There we go. I would even
How
take
can you
Show
make
over this,
behind you
though.
look scary, please?
Alright, Bind Festival coming in. Almost.
Yep, alright, you guys ready? It's gonna be
See if
soon.
the dancers will
dance.
cooperate this time.
It's the spell that ruined everyone's LNN
If he
pace
passes
so
this,
far.
he's on an insane run.
Absolutely. Let's go, everybody. Let's go. Alright. Going down. Nice. Going alongside the edge. Nope. Going. Oh.
Ow.
No! Oh,
Nope.
Yeah, that's just. Yeah, that's just. Yeah.
That's
Has
just the spell
anybody
sometimes.
has anybody beat the Bind Festival?
I think we've had
Today,
one.
I don't think so.
I don't think we've had a single cap of that.
Maybe at the beginning one, but I can't remember. I don't remember a single capture of Bind
Me
Festival.
neither. I just don't remember. 5 minutes left on the clock, so I think it's gonna be SNT's final run unless they die again. And
Yeah.
just feel like resetting.
Like if
So if you gotta die, please
yeah,
do it now, buddy.
exactly. Like either this run train wrecks right now, or it's like his last run, and it better be really good if he wants to improve. But he is already first place at the moment, so.
So yeah, apparently
He's in a
Belita
good
capped
position.
behind Festival, but died to Tango Frenzy.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, Haki captured, but then died to
Yeah.
Tengu after. Yeah.
Yeah.
Belita, I mean. Can't read Haki on the stream, so.
1 miss entering
This
stage
looks nice
6
so far.
as Marisa Summer. You gotta remember that this is just insane pace.
This is 25
the way.
points at the moment. But
At the moment, this run is worth
yeah.
25 points.
Yeah, but you know, no
Please
missing.
don't train wreck on the ferry this time.
No
Alright,
missing
please.
Okina is very, very hard. So.
No, that has 17 points. It's
Oh, my
Marissa,
bad.
not
You're
Aga.
right. 17, because it's Marissa. My bad. 17.
Still, like all I want is just okay. Be careful in the ferries this time, okay? Because like last time was, you know.
Possibly even a 2-miss run would probably seal the deal.
Oh
For
yeah,
S&T.
easily.
Yeah.
If it's a 2-miss, then very, very likely he wins, because that is just an incredibly good run. A 2-miss with a 2-miss with Marissa Summer is the same as a no deaths, no bombs with Aya Autumn, I think.
Oh wow.
It's like it's 17 point or no 1 miss.
8.5 points for 2
8.5.
miss.
Yeah, 8.5. So 1 miss with Aya Autumn. But 8.5 is a lot of points.
Well, let's see what happens. First spell. I will go to Kina, moving to the right, please.
Yeah, Marissa's DPS saving them though.
Mm-hmm.
No. We'll see. 2 minutes 38
Alright.
on the clock.
Scorched Earth, be nice.
Yep.
No weird walls. No weird hitbox memes. That looks good.
Yep.
Pretty kind one.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Now it
Okay,
should
so
die.
cap. Awesome.
Let's go.
Yep.
Beautiful.
Let's go. 2 minute 19 on the clock. Clock is ticking, everybody. Clock is ticking.
I'm pretty sure Okina still takes 2 minutes from this point. Like,
Yeah, especially when you add in the last spell.
final spell takes
Yeah.
at least a minute.
Let's hope they don't die on this, but I don't think. I believe. Because earlier we jinxed Kayo on purpose, so this time it's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. One thing too is you just don't want to run to like the very ends of the aim bullets in
Nice
each
dodge
wave.
there.
Just let them all pass.
Ooh,
Before you turn around.
nice.
Yeah.
Good turnaround there. That was a bit scary
Never
because
lost
those
composure.
fireballs blocked off like the sides really badly there.
Yeah. 1 minute 20 on the clock. Oh god. They're gonna have one
Here
shot at
comes
Snowman.
Snowman.
That's good though.
Yep. Well, I
They
guess
have just one shot at
if
Snowman.
he
Let's
dies
go.
at Snowman and he calculates very quickly that it can't improve anymore, then he could reset still. But I think he'll just cap.
If he dies one more time, he can't improve.
He's on 2
it would be
miss.
two
No,
more
that'll be 2
times.
miss. And
Yeah.
he's PB's 3.
Yeah. So it would be the same if
can
he
improve.
dies.
They only died once, as far as I know.
Oh.
Again, unless we missed a death really early on or something, but
Yeah. This is currently 1 miss.
Oh, my bad. Yeah. Never mind. You're right.
That was a good cap, by the way.
yes.
Alright.
The odds are just getting better and better with every attack they're capturing.
Yep. Alright, the final. Oh god, please. Okay, 30 seconds. If any of you
It
guys
can't.
die, do it
Yeah.
now.
Well, but he has to die super
Really?
hard. Yeah. No,
Oh, God.
I think he's locked in. I think he's locked in.
Yeah, no, I think this round they're gonna come into that. Even if they die now, they're
But
gonna
if
come
they
into
one
it.
miss, that is insane. Like,
Oh, 1 miss would be wild. Can we imagine like
They
an
captured
HPSI,
Summer Final
2
before.
HPSI captures back to back?
Come
Well, let's
on.
find out, everybody. Are we going to get 2 HPSI captures back to back in the hardest final spell? I'd say in all of Touhou because it honestly is the hardest final spell in all of Touhou. So Yeah, can they just casually back-to-back get 2 captures in a row? That would be absolutely insane. And you guys, we are maybe about to witness history. Be able to see history, that is, but history nonetheless. Let's go.
Alright.
Alright, let's go. Come on, people. Let's go, people. Do we believe? Because I believe.
It's looking
Alright,
good so
everybody,
far.
cheer them up.
Come on.
Cheer them up.
Broken moves down. It just gets so scary, I swear.
Let's go. Let's
Okay,
go.
final phase.
Final phase. Let's go, everybody. Let's fucking go.
Are we gonna see another cap?
Come on. Come on. Dude,
Moment of truth coming up.
Let's
Here
go.
it comes.
Oh, the heart. Woo!
Beautiful.
go.
Oh, what a
Big
read.
misdirect.
And a misdirect immediately after it. That is amazing. Wow.
Go. Go.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
One miss.
Oh my
That is
God.
amazing. One miss with
Oh my
such a bad
God.
shot is actually ridiculous.
Oh my god.
That's
Holy
one of the best.
crap.
That's one of the best Touhou World Cup survival runs we've seen yet, for sure.
Oh my god.
That is.
One miss, Marisa Summer, and 2 HPSI captures in a row. Do you guys realize how insane that is? Oh my god.
I can't think of a run that was more difficult that has happened on Touhou World Cup yet, honestly.
Yeah, that's a very
incredible.
dominant beginning.
I think it's maybe the strongest survival run we've seen on TWC, yeah, probably.
That's confirmed first place.
Outside of
Unless they
actual
LNN.
LNNs, I
Yeah, they
suppose,
have to
but
pull
yeah.
out LNNs now, I think.
Yeah?
And even then. Oh yeah, no, yeah. Because Cherno Summer definitely. Cherno Summer scores even more. Like, he can one miss.
No, Kayo, no!
Kayo, not anymore though.
Yeah, not anymore.
But he would
no.
already. Kayo, if Kayo LNN'd, it would be less points already. Like, that's how difficult Marisa Summer is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just LN and LMAO.
Kayo can only go into second place, I think.
Yeah.
If
If they LNN the rest of the game.
Yeah, they have to
it's
LNN the
second
rest
place.
of the game now.
They're just showing off. Look at this replay. Look at this replay list.
Oh, I missed it. Oh, those are his LNNs. Yeah,
Yeah.
I told
Look,
you.
this is the kind of player we are having on TWC. Just look at that. Just look at this.
And you can find them on
Look.
ISN Desk too if you search for it.
Words cannot describe the amount of flex they're putting in, but I'm gonna be honest, they kind of deserve it. So go ahead and flex,
Absolutely,
bro.
they deserve it. They earned that win.
They earned the They earned the right to flex. Yeah. How many elements? Yes. Yeah, they're just that good. And look, some
And
of
of
these
course-
replays are like a few days apart from each other. That's just how good they are.
Of course, it had to be behind Festival, by the way. That's
Yeah.
ruined the runs. Like, that card's
Again,
very
the
mean
hardest
today.
mandatory card in the game.
Yeah.
But the perfect summer ice captures definitely made up for it.
The PSI cap was insane. Like, if you guys never tried HPSI, go ahead and give it a shot. You will hate
How many
Rod.
hundreds of
Yeah.
caps? How many hundreds of attempts might it take? I know it took me
A lot.
hundreds of
I
attempts.
personally don't even have a
first
cap of
time.
it because I stopped caring after like 10.
I think
I was
first
like, it's not
time.
worth my time.
First time, I think it either took like 16 or 32,
overlay.
but getting consistency on that is really hard.
That's the overlay.
Oh, thank you.
But yeah. Woo! Kayo is 1 miss and Belita is still an N. N.
Yeah. You better keep stat.
Yeah, you better. You better, buddy. You fucking better, man.
But he is on Cherno Summer. Yeah, he is on Cherno Summer, but he has to have that 1 miss buffer all the way to perfect Summer Ice, or at least
What did
Snowman.
Cherno Summer like 1 miss? Like, what did Cherno Summer LNN like beats or just tie or
Cherno
below
Summer
anyway?
1 miss
Chino
would
Summer
have
can get up to
25.
41 points.
Oh, my bad.
So
20
one
and a
miss
half.
would be
20 and a half.
what is it? 20.5.
Yeah,
They need to 1 miss the game in order to win.
yeah.
1 miss or better. That is a tough ordeal.
Very, very tough. But he's probably, I mean, he's probably fighting like what might be the best survival performance in Touhou World Cup yet.
Oh yeah, I mean, remember guys, I told you HSiFS survival was gonna be insane.
They're just
This is why you guys should listen to
incredibly
me.
skillful players.
Yeah, these players are just beyond, like, just beyond human comprehension. They're just so good.
Especially for how hard this game can get at times.
Yeah, okay, well, Kayo on the dancers.
Once again, they'll have to no-miss the rest of the game in order to have a chance at second.
Yep. So if Kayo dies one more time, it's just game over.
Yeah. They would secure third place, but first place would technically still be up for grabs, with Belita's run still going.
Yeah. True, true, true. Yeah, Belita is LNN, one miss or lose. Like, one miss or better to win.
Yeah.
And they still get a lot of game left.
And there's only on stage 3.
Yeah, yeah, when it comes to actual difficult patterns, he has seen like 2%.
Yeah.
It's like the on non
Alright.
spell and I don't know, eternity spell or something.
Emino's first spell.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kayo nailing the dodge! Okay, behind you. Well, let's look at On's next round. I mean, On's final.
He probably has to actually optimize his damage a little bit to get the Mimic to die in time. And on. There we go.
Absolutely. Alright,
misdirect.
for
Yeah, because as
Kayo.
Chino Summer, you're basically only relying on your main shot.
Yeah. Oh, what was that?
no.
What was that greed? I saw it coming from miles away. I was like, what are you doing?
Oh, what was
What was
that?
that?
Belita.
That's already
Greed!
Ouch.
No, I'm
A lot of
telling you
room
what
for
that
error
is.
just
That was
lost.
greed.
Very early on into the run, too. And they can't reset anymore.
That was pure greed. They went for the speed kill, and they just died because of the greed. That's the only reason why they died there. As sad as it is, that's just greed. Okay, wait, hold on.
Wow,
Kayo about
Kayo.
to have festival?
You do a really weird restream here. But they
Wow!
got it.
There's a
Welcome to
capture!
the festival!
Let's go! Finally! Another capture!
That's actually huge. Can
Finally,
you pass that
please
attack?
make a tank of frenzy now, though.
Alright, please, yeah. Maintain your
Doing
composure.
this on the
and
right
take
side
frenzy.
again, not the left.
Yeah,
Oh my god, that squeeze is so scary.
It's just so easy to misjudge where the purple lasers are bending.
Yeah, the
when you're
purple
Oh, yeah.
lasers and also the green amulets, because they also
Alright,
curve.
nice! Was that like a dancer
Yes.
LNN?
That was a
an
dancer
LNN.
LNN, I think. Maybe
Yeah,
the first.
Kayo's the one miss into stage 6, man.
Yeah.
They're still alive.
Yep.
But yeah, if either of them die, they cannot like change their position anymore.
Yep.
So this is very spooky now.
That's tense. That is actually
It's
very,
very,
tense.
very tense. Yeah, we're looking like they're both hanging on a thread, essentially. They're also not playing very good shots. Especially Belita.
Yeah. Kayo has it a bit better, but
Yeah, just a little bit.
Certainly.
just a little bit though.
But
Even
hey,
discount final card differences.
Mhm.
Ball is just a better subseason for attacking stuff in general.
yeah.
Yep.
Stage 6 LNN is very possible for Kayo.
Yeah. That would imply Belita to capture HPSI, which
At this point, yes, it would.
which you
Yeah.
know.
I mean, he's basically just doing an LNN. If you die before Narumi, you're basically just doing an LNN, you know? There's still
True.
so much left of the game at that point.
A little bit scary here for Kayo, not keeping up with killing the big fairies.
Hold on, Belita on
Opting for safer
Yeah.
strat.
which is a huge deal.
Well,
With
with
a bad
Cherno.
shot.
No, but Cherno's good at it.
No.
See?
I mean,
Yeah, look at that. Look how
Yes.
open that is.
alright,
Cherno does way better on that than Marissa, I told
the
you.
one
Being
thing
able to
Cherno does
kill-
well.
Yeah.
Being able to kill the fairies off to your sides, too, is important.
The one thing Cherno does well.
Alright. Don't clip on anything, Kayo, please,
Yeah,
with
please don't
Cherno's
click on the
fat
nons.
hitbox.
Well, all the hitboxes are the same in this game,
Yeah,
right?
every hitbox is the same now. Have we said that, by the way? Since Touhou 16, everybody has the same hitbox.
Oh yeah, that's right, yeah.
Maybe we got fatter, apparently.
Yeah. Like, we haven't said, so in case you didn't know, from Touhou 16 onward, every character now shares the same hitbox size.
6x6. 3 pixel
No more rainbow
radius.
privileges.
Yeah.
No more rainbow privileges. I cry every night.
I still disagree with that change, years later.
I mean, Sim, I still think it's stupid as hell, but I still think I despise that change.
Let's see how stupid it is on Scorched Earth. Let's hope he doesn't die.
Clean first wave.
Good.
Very nice.
That's massive.
Okay, this should be a kill. Beautiful.
Yep.
Not out of the woods yet, though. Still got Black Snowman.
Yeah.
That's gonna be hard as everybody. Shot clock doesn't make too much of a difference.
Alright, let's see.
If the last one's any lesson to learn, just make sure you don't run into the very ends of the aim bullets when streaming this one here.
The
Starting
remaining
Kratos.
few
What a
bullets are
nice,
generally what
nice
kills you.
bit of extra
Oh.
damage there.
Oh no, you did it again!
No!
Oh! The exact same thing as last time too.
You gotta be careful with that on that awesome
You gotta
part.
watch out on that.
You can't
man.
rush
Yeah.
when restreaming.
Well, once you're nervous,
Like,
it's easy to
generally
forget.
on that spell, on this spell, you guys, if you try it out, if you've never done before, you
Yeah.
don't really die to like the stream of fireball. You die to the remaining few at the end. That's
Yeah.
always what
Yeah.
kills you.
And so at this point, Kayo is secured in 3rd place, unfortunately.
Yeah. Ooh, what a
Okay,
dodge
but let's
though
see
with
how.
Snowman.
Let's see. They can still capture Snowman and show.
Oh my god, the squeezes of Snowman.
Yes.
Someone please. Dude, they're gonna cap it.
Oh, wow, what a capture though.
Okay, you know what?
That was
That was
beautiful.
juicy.
Yeah, that was
juicy
beautiful.
though.
That makes the starving prey to death even more unfortunate in hindsight,
Yeah. But oh well.
knowing what could have been.
He showed off that he could have done it at least.
Yeah.
Belita is going into stage 5. Still, you know, still
one miss
able
pace.
to go to be first place.
Yep. Still one miss.
Kayo,
Kayo dying again.
Yeah, Kayo kind of ripped.
Okay, I just wanted to say Belita almost died to the opener. And there was this one
Alright.
micro that was kind of terrifying.
Yeah. Belita enjoying his Cherno benefits while he can. Right
Yeah,
here.
that won't last long.
Yeah, it won't last very long, but on this stage there's still a little bit of Cherno benefit.
Take any help you can get. out of
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kayo doing safe spot strats? Okay, not anymore.
that. Well, the other kind of safe spot
Yeah, fair
in
enough.
this case.
Fair enough. And there's not that much to say about Autumn before it goes into like final phase. Like we said,
Yeah, the thing
it's
is, like,
just the same
until
thing.
final phase, it's kind of like tame.
It's the same thing, yeah, and it's tame.
Yeah. I mean, that's the good thing about it. That's why it's consistent as hell.
Yeah, yeah. That's why Autumn also scores a bit less. Or, well, and because the, you know, the season shot itself is pretty good.
Yeah, but also, I guess the final spell you face at the end also plays a huge role in the score. Because, you know, between this and HPSI, I think we can easily see why one gives more point than the other.
Very easily. Alright.
Alright, final phase for Kayo.
It's looking clean once again.
Yep. I mean, honestly, I'm hoping for a capture again. They capped it last time, and that was very clean as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're spending some time in the center between waves.
Mm-hmm.
That's how they're able to
Yep.
get extra
More
damage in.
Here it comes.
That's what they're doing.
One more. Now she dies. Let's go. Beautiful.
Awesome.
Technically an improvement over their previous best for this session, but unfortunately
enough.
still not enough to get them past
No.
third place.
Yeah. Alright, so now Haki onto the gonna enter the stage 5 boss again.
Yeah, and And so ends Chirno's privileges there with the spread shot
Yep.
for the most part.
GG Kayo still. Alright, let's go. Let's go, everybody. This fight is going to
needs to
decide
be
the fate
LNN.
of this run.
Yeah.
Yep. This fight is going to decide the fate of this run.
And this
So
is...
you guys better cheer up for the player, okay? I'm
Yeah,
counting on you guys.
I would better post plenty of Satano cheer on my cheer for Belita.
Yeah, if I could still reach chat, you guys ain't doing it good enough. So go.
But yeah, this is... He's
You can
playing...
already see how much longer Chirno takes on boss attacks without any sort of sub shot to help her out.
Okay, this wave
Yeah.
is really difficult because the Mentos get in the way so
Alright.
much when they start shooting again. Here it comes.
And once again, the longer this non-smoke goes
Oh,
on, the more
nice
out of sync
RNG.
the dancers
Let's
get.
go.
Woo! Woo!
Whoa, that was close.
Okay.
Oh, whoa, that crisscross. Wow.
Insane!
But yeah,
Oh my god.
this Belita basically made Touhou 16 as hard as possible, almost as you can make it by playing this shot and being on this boss during her summer.
alright.
Just
Cap.
very
Oh, that was
poor
a nice beat kill, though.
against the dancers.
Alright, so it's not over yet though, because we're gonna have Bahan Festival and Churno Summer. Yeah.
Yeah. The nasty thing as well is that there's like anti-shotgun technology in her orbitals. Like if you go close, you really don't even deal that much damage.
Yeah, because Dune was like, hey, might as well make Churno Summer.
Yeah, you know,
like,
otherwise you would be broken, I guess. Like.
Oh god. Alright, let's go. Stars on the side.
Ooh, beautiful.
As much space as possible.
This wiggle between the
You,
stars.
you did TSS upwards.
Doing that again, too.
Beautiful squeeze. Okay. Oh, nice. Good read. Good read on the
Here's the hard
amulet.
part, though. It's restreaming.
Keep going.
One.
One more restream.
Oh, restream. Dude, he can
Read the
do it.
stars.
He can do it. Let's go.
It's coming there.
Got it.
It's a capture.
Let's go.
He's still in it. All right.
Holy crap.
Some
Please
incredible
don't
runs
give me
today.
the thing of frenzy. Now you're not allowed to do
Yeah,
that.
not this time.
Staying on the
Not
right
this
side,
time.
though, you're kind of asking for it, though.
You're not allowed. Belita.
Good movement.
No. The TWC police is gonna catch you.
No, they're going on top of each other again. Stop.
Okay. I believe.
Here we go. Oh, they're getting out of sync. Look at this.
Oh god.
Beautiful. Oh my god.
Not making it easy for themselves or for the viewers.
Oh,
Oh my god.
some
Oh my
incredible
lord.
survival
And do you
play
wanna know the best part
today.
about it? You don't want to know the best part about it? They're not even past the hardest thing yet.
No, far from it. Far from it.
They're not even past the hardest thing yet.
Oh,
They gotta wait for the hardest thing.
this is such a scary
Yeah.
run.
You thought that was over, right, people? Well, no.
You can do this, Belita. Keep yourself together.
Oh my god. This section is
Okay.
actually alright. I
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, it really is just Reimu that like struggles on it.
Yeah.
Rem was disgusting on it, yeah.
If you have full sub shots, most of the time she can still handle it pretty well. It's like Reimu's Summer is the only exception, but all the others can handle it better.
But yeah, like what's left right now in terms of the very hard stuff they have to go through? They have to go through the RNG Fire Spell, everyone's favorite. They have to go through Snowman, and of course, they have to go through none other than HPSI.
Oh, come on, fairies. The fairies, they need to die. Oh no, they're gonna crisscross.
Oh no!
Let's go. Let's go. We
Okay, he
survived.
saved it.
Yeah.
It's not. It's,
Stayed relatively on top of it.
it's not
And
that
that
hard.
is without
but
mention. And that is without
Able to
mentioning
follow
the
them
fact-
until the end. Not too much crisscrossing going on.
And that is without mentioning the fact that of course they can also normally bump into anything in Okina because Okina is a pretty clippy boss
Yeah.
as a whole.
Yeah, don't discount anything else Okina has.
Like even first non can meme you like. And just how
if-
it is.
if he's
Even
All sorts
first
nervous.
of different
like-
things that Okina's attacks ask you to do throughout the fight. There's a tight dodging like in the first non. There's dodging stuff from below like
Here we
here and
go.
in Scorched Earth. Streaming
non.
across the screen.
Oh god,
random
Okina,
dodging.
please,
you name
no,
it.
Okina, please.
Please die.
And now
What the
Okina
hell?
is moving to the wrong
Oh
side.
my god.
What is it doing?
Wow. Please die. Why is she so far down? Look how far down she was. That was ridiculous.
Unstoppable! Oh my god!
Amazing
Oh my
recovery.
God.
That was nasty RNG.
Oh my lord! Okay, so when I've been saying at the beginning of the match, and if Okina moves right, it becomes hell. You didn't really see it because they played shots that would kill it fast enough. Now you see what I mean. If Okina moves right,
Okay,
it becomes hell.
Come on, Scorched Earth.
Please. Okay, this one is just a coin flip almost at times.
I think he
you
has
just
to move
hope.
Just
two
save it
waves.
there.
Oh my god! Oh, he saw it just in time.
Oh my god!
That was a really good move. I don't think he would have made that squeeze if he was still gonna go with that. That would have killed him probably.
Yeah, that was an insane squeeze!
Amazing recovery.
The fact that they read that fast enough is already amazing.
What a
So,
run.
the question for you guys in chat, how many heart attacks are you at right now?
I'm not sure they'll be able to
This is
answer if they've had
ridiculous,
one.
like, ridiculous performance. Like, ridiculously
A
good.
lot. Please don't get me on this. That's no, no.
You never know with Okina.
No, I refuse to believe that there is a child that can die to this. I
The way
refuse.
they're
mean, with
moving, it seems
Cherno's-
like they know to watch out
I
for
mean,
the very
look,
ends of
it's
the
going well.
aimed
Yeah,
fireballs.
they absolutely
Yeah,
know what
at
to
least
do.
with
Yeah.
Cherno, you just fully focus on being alive. Because your
Yeah.
damage, like, you can't optimize your damage anyway. Not that much.
Alright, nice.
Here we go, alright. Snowman coming up. Can he get through
No money
that?
coming up. And remember, they could still get memed on one of these nuns for all I know.
I think Snowman probably
Yeah.
takes forever with Cherno Summer as well.
Yeah.
You can always
Like, look at
shotgun
this
like
boss
at the very
damage,
beginning,
it's
and then you can't
nothing.
anymore.
Has to do 4
And even
waves
then you
of
can't
this.
get that close because the bullets
Everybody,
spawn
let's
far
go
away.
Snowman.
go.
It's now or never. The fate of the run is gonna be decided once more.
Already
Oh
not
my
being
God.
very kind.
What is this?
Okina's being
Oh my
mean!
God. Snowman, please!
Okay, they recovered a little bit.
Beautiful.
Oh,
Oh,
my God.
No!
okay.
No! Just a stray bullet. Ouch.
Right into the edge of it.
He was. Oh my god. Okay, keep going. This is still just an amazing
Keep going,
run.
though, alright?
Yeah, just finishing the run
It's
for
just a
show,
really
but
good run,
At this
yeah.
point now,
Oh my god, alright,
Belita
so
secured
I
second
think it's
place.
time. I think it's time,
Ah.
everybody. Hashtag FoxNo.
Yeah.
Oh god.
That's so tricky about patterns like that because you're constantly looking out for walls. So you want to read ahead, but by reading ahead, sometimes you just barely miss a dodge on just some random stray bullet.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that's
insane
just-
like how quickly you have to readjust for stuff on attacks like that.
Yeah.
That is so sad. No! What a no!
Wow, another one.
I think they just lost it at this point. They're just like,
I mean,
well,
I would be a little bit tilted
Yeah.
too. Like.
yeah, they're just tilted. That happens.
And this is a tricky
The fact
pattern.
that
Die
they were
again? Oh my god,
continuing
no! I thought they were
already.
gonna die again. Jeez.
The bullet, like the bullets, it's hard to really predict the gravity well sometimes. So, really not a
Oh
free
yeah,
card.
no, these bullets are super hard to predict. Well, at least they can try to go for. Are they gonna? They're not,
A
right?
little bit of a speed kill strat
Yeah.
here with shotgunning at the start before their options are taken
Well-
away,
Are we gonna get 3 HPSI captures in a single match?
but still opting for the cancel once Okina moves to the bottom left.
3 out of 24. That is an insane cap rate, by the way. I just want to say 3 out of 24 is an insane cap rate.
They probably spent most of the time in spell
They
practice.
probably did in spell practice, yeah. And it's
Oh,
probably
right.
higher there.
Right, but still. Okay, let's go anyway. They know the spell. They're the best. They're a legend. They can do it.
Come on.
my God.
Oh,
They couldn't
yes.
kill it in time.
Yes, just in time.
Nice.
Okay, has to do it
Alright.
at least one more
Follow
time
the
Really
though.
rules.
salvage that.
Here
Let's
it
go.
comes.
Let's go. Okay,
Oh no, he
Death there.
fumbled the misdirect.
Yeah. Plus side though, is they don't have to worry about misdirecting from left to right anymore.
Oh well.
Yeah.
But that's still the death out of the way.
Oh god, please don't die again.
I mean, this run did
Alright,
demonstrate how difficult Akina is.
Okina is hard.
Very
Yeah,
difficult
like,
boss.
Ooh.
And especially when using one of the bad shots, like Chirno.
Yeah,
Despite that.
you'll get it soon.
I'm sorry! You'll get it soon,
GG's
I
though.
believe.
What a match.
I believe you'll get it soon on that one.
Having a Marissa Summer 1 miss on Touhou World Cup is pretty insane. I really want to reiterate that. Like,
Absolutely.
I at first didn't even realize. I thought it was a 2 miss for a while. I don't know how. But...
Even a 2 miss would have gotten them first place.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Well,
considering.
it's time, everybody, for the standings. On last place, you have Team Mine with the Chernobyl 4 miss. Unfortunately, Kayo has had some rough times and some specific patterns. Despite the insane display of skill they showed, it just wasn't enough. The game just was very mean on some sections. That's just not much you can do at times. Still an amazing performance. 4 miss is still not easy to do in this game. And then we've had Team Rose with 4 points. An amazing IFL 2 miss. Again, Aya, pretty bad. So she scores better. And also 2 miss. That was just very, very clean. And lastly, of course, the final run. The Marissa Summer 1 miss, no bomb, no release with a 17 points.
Yeah, this session really demonstrates like the difference between the good and bad sub-seasons in particular. You get so many more points if you get a good run with either spring or summer.
Absolutely, I totally agree with you. And then we said it during the match as well. This may as well be the hardest run we've ever had on Touhou World Cup. But it's not over yet! Because you thought that was over? No! Because next week we're gonna have an even harder game, because why not, right? That will continue, right? So we're gonna have none other than Undefined Fantastic Object. We're gonna have amazing players again. Team Rose, Team Mine, and Team Heart players are amazing at the game. You can probably imagine that's why they're playing in TWC. UFO, if you remember watching UFO last year, just to give you a small summary of what happened, all 3 players taking part in the competition. LNN the game in practice before the competition, and everyone got hard bullied by Nazrin. That's what happened. UFO is hard. UFO will slap you in the face and it will laugh as it does it.
Absolutely.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
I love that. I think it's one of the best games Zune ever made. But this is going to be an insane, like probably one of the hardest matches, like survival matches in the Touhou World Cup, honestly.
Yeah, definitely pray for the RNG to smile at you if you want to get a win in a game like this.
But keep in mind, this is going to be no bomb, no UFO as well. They cannot summon a UFO. Keep that in mind as well.
Yep.
They can't even use the UFO clear to even attempt to get the screen cancel. And then
hey, look,
we're gonna have my favorite game, and just an amazing game as a whole. We're gonna have SA Survival. SA is probably one of the best games by far. I love SA. No bias there, of course.
My favorite game since day one.
Yep, and we're gonna have, of course, we're gonna have fun and playing. You're in commentary, so I think everybody wish Funin a good luck for that, when it's gonna be their match.
Yeah, thanks.
We believe in you. All the players are very good at the game, of course.
It's gonna be intense, yeah.
SA is going to be intense. SA is kind of a fast-paced game with like peaks around. You have stage 3, you have like laser hell, can meme you easily. That's probably a reset point. It can easily go wrong. Then you have
Satori's
the mid boss can meme
patterns.
you. I'd say even the mid boss, it's very easy to mistype on the mid boss and just lose to these very tight lanes that are happening. And then of course Satori, depending on your shot, it's gonna be
too
more
late. A low K time.
Too late. Low K time. And then of course we're gonna have the hardest survival game probably in Touhou World Cup. Low K survival, 3 players, and we're gonna have none other than Yats playing for Team Man. Good luck, Yats. That's gonna be wild.
I wish Yats could.
I will need a little bit of it. Yeah.
Do we even need to present Low K? Imagine UFO. It's even harder. This game is tough. This is another one of my favorite games. Dude, next week is gonna be amazing. My 3 favorite games in a row.
Yeah.
What the hell? That's gonna be great.
I'm super excited for
this. We're
love
a big
next
survival
week.
block right now.
That's the big survival block. UFO, SA, Low K, right back to back. Low K, Lunatic survival. You can already imagine how it's gonna go. You have Low K, every boss in Low K is stupidly tanky. Stage routes, depending on who you pick, can go from alright, not that bad, to just downright stupid. I think Yatsu started practicing as very suffering.
Lots of unusual stuff to deal with in low-case stages in particular.
Yeah, and then of course, you have Calm Piece, and lastly, just Junko right at the end. Every boss in low K is stupidly tanky, so not only is low K hard, but also low K is long. Very long. Probably like one of the longest survival games.
Yeah, yeah. I forgot how long a Marissa survival run is, but it's like 34 minutes maybe.
Yeah,
around
so
there.
you guys gotta imagine
Sounds
that
about
the
right.
game is hard and the game is long. Everything perfect for a marathon, right?
This is.
So you better watch because that is going to be an insane one.
It is
Truly.
I think I have 110 minutes on a survival category. Like the
The
timer
early game is really
super
hard
long.
too. They could be accounting for like early game health for players too.
Yeah. Because of course, like, this is so insane. Like, just every match is gonna be wild. UFO is super hard and super cool. SA is, I'd say out of all the matches, SA is like the easiest one, but it's still just
Out
as
of
hard
these
to get
three,
right.
but yeah.
Yeah, out of these three, it's the easiest one, but it's still like SA Survival is still going to be very tense because like. I mean, players are probably going to have even more consistency, so it's going to be even tighter and even, closer, like a very close match. I'm expecting SA to be super close.
Yeah.
I wonder if we'll see much shot variety. Probably not out of me, but maybe out of some of the other players.
I am expecting, if no, you know what, I'm saying it out there. There has to be one Rainbow B. Otherwise, I'm going to cry.
I am for a Rainbow
I'm
B
expecting
too.
a Rainbow B.
But also for
Man.
Marissa B.
I'm expecting for a Marissa B and a Rainbow B. That's
Those
what I
are
want
probably
to
the
see.
other shots I'm most likely to play if I do switch shots at some point. Those two.
Awesome. So yeah,
For
UFO
lol,
Lunatic
okay.
is gonna be brutal. UFO is hard, especially without the UFOs. The game is difficult, very tough patterns all around. Byakuran is probably one of the hardest final bosses in the series by far.
Yeah.
Byakuran is just consistently hard all throughout the fight.
And for LOL-K, we have like, if I can say that, 3 really good players this year. Like all of them have LNN.
Oh yeah,
and I think
like,
Nagisa has Asana LNN. Like
oh my god.
very good players. Just like with this Touhou 16 match just now.
Yeah, all
So
three of
yeah,
these matches
low-key-
next week expect some very close competition. Anybody can take it, I
Next
think.
week,
Yeah.
you guys better have popcorns next week, because believe me when I say it's going to be intense, and I do mean it. These matches are going to be intense for commentators, for players, for viewers. That's gonna be something. If there is if survival-wise, if there is 1 week of Touhou World Cup you need to watch, it's next week, survival-wise.
Agreed.
So yeah,
Alright,
you better
sweet.
be there.
Yeah.
Oh god, I can't wait.
I wonder.
I just can't wait.
Yeah. I mean, we're the ones who have to play Gastari. Like,
Yeah,
can
I
you
gotta make sure
imagine
I don't
us?
lose my nerves in the next week.
Yeah.
It's fine. Look,
I feel
I'll do my
ready,
best
though.
to not jinx you guys. If you die on
same
something
here.
stupid, just assume it's my fault. I'll take it. I'll take the thing.
Just be silent. Be silent
Yeah.
during Dormy's
I'm at
first
least
nom,
confident I'll be able
and,
to put on a good show no matter what happens.
Yeah, when you
So-
guys are gonna be on the hard patterns, I'm gonna shut up.
I wonder
Yeah,
if
that's just-
Kayo or Belita is up for interview. By the way.
I mean, we'll see. You can just ask them if they're
Yeah.
available. I'd be down for that.
Let me ask.
That means they can't talk all the match, though. I'll use text. I'll put on like Linkin Park music, and then I'll just put on Notepad. Don't worry about it.
I'm gonna ask them in the meantime.
Will there be pen spinning again? I don't know about that. Because Sarah really flexed last year with the pen spinning. That was insane. Remember the pen spin?
I remember the pen spin.
It was so good. Oh, I loved it. Sarah flexing with the pencil. Everyone was like, oh my god!
Why not? It always looks impressive.
Alright. I'll see if I get a message, but I can also imagine that they're tired. Oh.
After a game like Hidden Star in 4 seasons, anybody would be tired.
Absolutely.
Just all the effort you gotta put in mentally.
With these hard cards at the end. Man. So, let's see. I was
But yeah,
expecting
I
Krista
presume
to
that's
show the
gonna be-
results here, but
Yeah.
I'm just
But yeah,
waiting.
unless the players
Yeah.
are okay for an interview, I think
That
should
might be it. Yeah. Belita's typing.
Oh, nice, 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 nice.
Okay, never mind. The typing stopped. No, I think that's gonna be it. I don't really see a response.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be it for today. That's kind of unfortunate, but it's okay. Like, after a match like this, they deserve to rest.
Yeah, of course. You're not obliged.
I believe that's gonna be it for today. So thank you guys so much for watching. Congrats to all the players. Amazing, incredible matches this week. This week we've had Mob Survival yesterday, which was just as insane. We've had 3. Was it 2 or 3? I think we've had two. The vlog timeouts.
Yeah,
Which was
2
so
timeouts.
Cool. It was so cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, like,
Both
just
matches this weekend
very
lived
close
up to the
match
hype.
yesterday, with the final run taking the win right at the end. That was insane. And then, of course, we've had today with Hidden Star Survival, which also had very tense moments. 2, not just 1, but 2 HPSI captures, which is still mind blowing. Seeing 1 was already insane, but 2 in a row by the same player. Like, my god. Just, my god.
It's still hard to
Yeah.
comprehend that. They're able to do that in a competitive environment, too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There's just so much in Touhou 16 that can mess you up, as we've seen.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then, of course, we already saw it a lot. Next week, we're going to have some amazing matches, so thank you guys for watching.
And yeah, please.
Congrats to the players, and we hope to see you guys next week for the Survival Week.
Be sure to go to TouhouWorldCup.com to check the schedule in your time zone, and you can also find all the rules and the score calculator there if you're curious yourself.
Of course, and all the VODs are going to be... And if you missed a match, or if you missed part of the match and you want to watch it again, all the VODs are going to be saved on the TRS channel and uploaded to YouTube in the future. So fear not, my friends. We're going to highlight the run probably, like, later today, so it's going to be there. So don't worry. But yeah, that was TWC 2022. Thank you guys for watching.
Bye-bye. See you next time.
Bye.
See you next week.
Yep, see you next week.